Smooth. How you feeling, man? Come on in, let's talk some 49er football. Whew. Fam, it's that time. Judgment day cometh. Can you imagine, man? There you are sitting there. You know you didn't play your best ball. No matter how well you played, you're never going to believe you did, especially in this kind of a situation. You go through it with the JVs in high school. Are you going to make the varsity team? Did I do good enough? I could have did better. All that's going through the minds of the guys that are coming into camp, except for maybe Mustafa, Bernardo Green. Isaac Rindo's not worried about a damn thing. Who did pick up in the first round? Oh, Ricky, where is he, Pearsall? I can't imagine what he's feeling. He's a confident kid. You know those names I just mentioned? Remember we were saying before the draft that we don't have any spaces on this team? That this is, let me just tell you about it, man. Oh, by the way, subject matter tonight, Brandon Aiyuk, Trent Williams, and preseason injuries will affect, more than likely, 49ers 2024 cut list. Can't help but to do. Niners auditioning period for the candidates vying for a position is about to round up and out. Or in, whichever the case may be. This year appears to be one of the most competitive in recent memory. We've been talking about how good this draft is, right? I'm trying to remember a draft, and I think some of us have already been quoted as saying this is the best draft that Shanahan and Lynch have ever put together. But we've had a draft every year where a stud came out, at least one or two. That in itself is excellent. But to have one with multiple players that you can really use, that's the odds on against that are just really unbelievable. But this year appears to be one of the most competitive drafts in recent memory, and already stacked San Francisco club had one of the better drafts, as I mentioned, from top to bottom in a while. Tonight, go to the phones for your take on some of the things Niners coach Shanahan's media conference call earlier today regarding matters that could affect cut decisions 2024. Wow. Hi, Nikita. Why is Remy in here? Ooh. Let's get right into it. Coach Shanahan met with the media for a conference call today. He gave some updates on injuries, specifically edge rushers. Leonard Floyd, Uter Gross Matos, right? If we just can't get around this. Floyd has a knee sprain and is considered day-to-day. Thank God, right? He should be fine in 2 weeks, you would think, right? With the treatment they're going to be putting on him, he should be fine. But Gross Matos is really serious because he has a knee sprain as well. It's considered week to week. See, now the first question everybody's about, what we'll go do now? Leonard Floyd ain't got no backup. Also, D. Winter sustained an ankle injury. The prognosis cannot yet be determined until Winters undergoes an MRI, most likely tomorrow. Ricky Pearsall is expected he's going to make his triumphant return to practice as early as tomorrow. And Ricky P, I've loved what I'm seeing in Cowings. If you're better than he is, I'm a boss. You'll never get me to say another bad thing about you because Ricky, right now, I'm thinking about soft. Ricky, I want you to take a look at some film of Dante Pettis. All right, you look at that film, and I got a feeling you're going to do everything in your power to avoid that kind of name calling. You can do it, bro. Unfortunately, Coach Shanahan said the team still has to decide whether safety Talanoa Hufanga will start the season on reserve PUP. You know what, fam? I guarantee he is. I can almost guarantee it. I just know he is. You can't put him on the IR. You want him back at some point, but Talanoa's not ready to play right now. Because if he was, they would be jumping up and down talking about Hufanga's looking at mid-season form or something crazy like that, right? Shannon also said safety Malik Mustafa. Mustafa started at safety, fam, this past Friday's game against the Raiders, right? By reason being, and this is how stars are born. Okay, George Odom was going to start. Rolled his ankle in the warm up. What are the odds of that? When's the last time you heard about anybody getting hurt in preseason warm up? The football gods are looking down on Mustafa with that gothic-looking body and saying, he's going to be one of us. Get him out there. What are we going to do? Let's start an accident over here somewhere. Don't make it serious. I like the 49ers. Odom. Yeah, just gently bend his ankle a little bit. You know, Mustafa, who patterns his game after Ronnie Lott, he's going to be there sooner or later. You can see it in him already. Shannon also said, as I said, it sounds like Odom is okay, though. He will be fine. Regarding upcoming roster decisions. When asked where the most difficult challenges are in paring the roster down to the initial 53, Shanahan, they tried to catch Shanahan on the phone off guard. Shanahan said, it's just connecting all the positions. You have the unknowns with BA and Trent right now, and then we have a lot of good competition on a number of positions. Oh, God, that's an understatement. Whether to go light in certain places, heavier in some others. You definitely don't want to get any specifics, though, because that's what all 32 teams are doing right now, watching everyone's rosters. Trying to listen to everything and figure out which guys they can get. This is why Pete Carroll, I don't know what he's doing, but I know he's in the San Francisco area somewhere. Well, should I say the Santa Clara area somewhere? Because he still works for the Hawks. And the organization knows if anybody's good at going around cheating up and looking at people's rosters and out there wearing fake beards and stuff like that, it's gotta be Pete Carroll. You know it is. How is it that every year, I still remember DJ Reed? How the bleep did he know Reed was going to be okay later on? And bleep came out and had a great year. He's got a torn pec. Who picks up a guy with a torn pec? He must have got to go to the diagnosis. He must have known what the time frame would be before Reed would be able to play. He must have known everything. 49ers put him on waivers, picking it on a Friday, figured they'd pick him back up on Monday. Pete had him on a Friday night. Why? How? Nobody picks up anybody with a torn pec and signs them to 53? Who does that? Pete Carroll does. Oh, I'm so glad. Maybe he won't be out yet. Pete's probably sitting back in the office somewhere. Maybe he's minding his own business. And fam, with injuries of Floyd and Gross Matos, plus injury to Drake Jackson, the Niners are in a bit of a situation, right? They could sign someone who gets released by another team. But will that player be any better than what they already have? And I already tell you right now, no. If it's a good edge rusher, he's not going to leave the team he's on. It's just not going to happen. It makes no sense. Just like we're crying every year about, get an offensive lineman in the middle of October. How the hell are you going to get an offensive lineman worth a damn? There's none out there. They've already been found, and they've been parked. They're not, no. Whatever you find out there, it may even be worse than what we got now. Forget about it. Let me go to New York. Forget about it. Robert Beal Jr., you got Alex Barrett, Sam Okwanu. I gotta get that right because we may be calling his name a lot this year. Jonathan Garvin are the next in line. But when pressed to name who might be the front runner if Gross Matos ends up being out for a while, Shanahan didn't fall for that old rope-a-dope gag. The media, but it's some nasty people, ain't they? Coach responded with, I think you'll see, here's a quote, when we decide on the 53. That sounds like a question that the other 31 teams are trying to get you to ask me. Stay sharp, Kyle. Stay sharp. They're on you, man. They're going to try to do you in a minute. Make one wrong move. Shannon says, sorry, man, but it's too hard to talk about the specifics like that right now. Unquote. Okay, fam. We can get your entire 53. We can't get your entire 53 like you'd like to do due to time constraints, right? It is late and we can't get you in for 2 hours. But anyway, maybe pick out a couple of position groups that you're most interested in, say, for instance, and tell us who you would like to see stay, go, or sacrifice, whatever the matter may be. Let me do a couple real quick. Wide receiver. Fam, we had the same situation last year. Did we let anybody go last year from the wide receiver room that we wish we didn't have. Wide receiver Jennings, Debo, Ricky P, Jacob Cowan, Conley. Aiyuk has already made the team. Aiyuk's not going anywhere. He doesn't have any options. He really doesn't. Other people, I think he doesn't want to go. And if he's watching the preseason game, he doesn't want to go to. I think they already closed the book on him in New England anyway. But then there's Ronnie B and Randy. I'm sorry. I always get his name wrong because we don't ever talk about him. Oh, great, Danny. Danny Gray. Why do I call him Randy? Danny Gray. Okay. Those are Tay Martin. Those are the guys on the outside looking in. There's already 6 people. All 3 of them could get wiped out. Well, maybe one will go to the practice squad. Ronnie B. You know what, man? I was waiting. I was thinking he's going to break out this year. I was thinking when Brandon Aiyuk started having his issues, Ronnie B might be able to step in there. No, he's not going to step in there. Tay Martin, I like him. Well, he fumbled, though. Damn it, Tay. You had a flawless record going up until then. But Chris Conley's definitely on this team. I got a feeling if Brandon holds out for the first week, and I'm pretty sure he's going to, because he's going to try to put the 49ers up against the wall. All right, y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead, do it out me. See how you look. And then we go out there, and he's hoping, and I promise you, BA is hoping the 49ers struggle offensively. That's going to be a point in his row, right? So he comes out there, the 49ers out there struggling, and BA walks in the office quietly Tuesday morning. Hey, Coach, how you doing? Brandon, hi. You working out today? Hey, come here, I want to talk to you. You notice that's what Brandon's pushing for? Otherwise, he wouldn't walk by Lynch's door just to make sure he could see him. So we lay an egg on that Monday Night Football game. Aiyuk signed before we get ready to work out for second week. These games grown-ass men play, they're not only the movies and TV shows. Damn it, I wish he'd sign now and get this out of the way. Oh, Trent Taylor, hey, it's a good point. Who's that? Sloth, you know what? Trent Taylor, but I'm not sure if he will make the cut. He was good back in 2017 in the third and short situations. I forgot about Trent. Would you put Trent in front of Ronnie B? Kind of think I might. Ronnie Bill's got all that potential, though. Can he bring it out? Sloth, thanks for that contribution and that comment as I looked over Trent. But you're looking at wide receiver room, okay. So put Trent in the mix, too. Tight ends. Cameron Latu. Latu didn't piss me off. Not at all this offseason. If he came in there looking unsure of himself and uncomfortable and dropping the ball, I was going to say, okay, well, thank you, Cameron. You made that easy. And I see one more player out of Bama looking like that, I'm going to say, look, don't tell me Bama's got Mac Jones. Oh, I don't know what to think about Mac Jones, really. I wonder what he'd look like, though, with a good offensive line and a decent offensive coach. I didn't say anything about Belichick. But if you look at Latu, and I'm not cutting him now, he looks smooth as silk to me out there on a number of occasions. Eric Saubert. Eric Saubert was actually number 2 for a minute. I'm not sure if Latu overtook him or not. Jake Tongas. Made plays here and there, but Braden Willis. Braden Willis went into the Ronnie B club. Y'all got too many people out here, man. I'm intimidated. I can't be me. Before I thought I was the man and everybody else out here looking as good. Stop whining and get your job done, okay? Willis is just anyway. Willis made a couple of plays. I ain't gonna be over. He wasn't awful, but I didn't see anything different from last year. Maybe it's because of reps. I'm still hurting about Willis, what he did in that Super. Okay, let's not go to Super Bowl. Logan Thomas is back. What do you do? Logan Thomas gets hurt on suggestion. All right. Cameron Latu, I think I'm keeping. I'd like to keep. Cameron, Logan, George, what do you think? You can give me yours too. Running back room, boy. Woo! Isaac Rindo, you've already got a job right now, man. You're going to be our kickoff man. There is no doubt about that. Nobody does that. Nobody's done that in the NFL. You are the man. You got a job, baby boy. Jordan Mason. Get ready for some reps this year, Jordan. Kyle lets back. If he runs CMC 25 and 30 times in game and gives you 1 or 2 reps, he will be talked about in a very bad way, and he probably knows it. Let Jordan play. Come on, Kyle. You've seen him. That's a damn good running back. All right. Also, you got CMC. CMC, I don't even need to mention CMC. CMC's already on. So I got CMC, Jordan Mason, Guarindo. Also, I figure Kyle's not going to let Elijah Mitchell walk. Just not going to do it. Forget about it. Patrick Taylor's going to be the fall guy. Between Patrick Taylor and Matty B, no, maybe Matty B's the fall guy. And Cody's probably going to make it. Cody might be placed on the practice squad for now and standby. I suspect he'll be picked up, though. I think Cody Schrader probably should have been picked up in the draft, but people didn't realize until after they seen him play with us. Whoa! I can see GMs all over the league. Hey. And they're looking at this and say, why the hell did you tell me to pick him up? Oh, Jesus. I got to do everything myself? Yes, you're the GM. Cody Schrader's probably got a lot of potential. He's going to get better. I can see it from week to week. He just needs to get the jitters out and get ready for the NFL. I think he's going to be fine. So, yeah. With that said, fam, let me get on over here to the phone. It's late night. I'm starting to feel like Kimmel. Coming in late night. I don't know why I can't get over this hump of late. You too. All right. Hey, Matty S.
Ronbo. Buddy.
How you doing on this Sunday? Oh, it's time. It's time, man.
Oh, good, buddy.
Good to hear that.
Just contemplating on things you're talking about, you know.
Yeah, we got
beautiful out, just kind of hanging out.
Oh, you got a full sky with lots of stars and everything? Oh, man. See, those areas like that.
100%.
Oh, that's such a gorgeous thing. This is one of the only reasons why I'd like to visit Montana in the summer. Get the hell up out of there. Starting maybe now. It's probably getting cold now. But, you know.
It is. It's getting a little chilly at night. But that, Ronbo, I tell you, that night air in the evening and the night, there's just something you can't. You just need to witness, you know.
I know. I bet it smells great.
You got to come up and let me show you around for a week.
Oh, God, I bet you guys got them crickets that play with amplified instruments, don't you? Boy, I love that sound. I really do. Woo, man, that's a wonderful thing. Nature. Deer bouncing about here and there.
Yes. Yeah, buddy.
Well, Manny.
Anyways, buddy.
But it's some of the situations you got going on here. Go ahead, jump on it.
Well, there's all sorts of things. I was laughing when you were talking about Pete Carroll. Yeah, he probably is. He's probably lurking around with a fake mustache.
I tell you,
he'd probably resort to shaving his head.
Oh, God. I could see him walking around the locker room. Hey, who's that new janitor? I don't know. It's the first time I've seen him.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't even underestimate him getting the job at Levi's Stadium.
God. I really don't. The guy's amazing. But anyway.
It's just silly how it works like that. I think, dude, that guy kills me.
You know, all is fair in love, war, and football. So, you know, I can't get mad at him. I just wish we had a guy like him that run around snooping about and doing almost illegal things. So.
Yeah, all of our guys are busy doing real work.
No, instead of being a goddamn criminal. Oh, man, we got guys injured. When the cut takes place, are we going to be looking for players out there, do you think? We do it every year, actually, anyway. It's nothing unusual.
Guerrero
an age officer? Yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Guerrero is looking sharp.
I mean, did you expect that? I didn't know what to expect exactly.
No.
But I didn't see that coming.
No.
Oh.
No, that was nice. So we'll see how that guy pans out. You know, he's fast.
He is. And
he's
strong.
doing like a 4.3.
And so he's got that strength like Debo. It's a big, thick dude. Now, see that one, if he can run like that, I don't need Debo running off the kickoff returns like we were all anticipating earlier. Debo, that's tailor-made for Debo. I don't think so. I think Garindo, I'm going to put him at the head of the class on that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Garindo, yeah. He'll, and he's big enough he can run through somebody.
He is. So, and with that speed, we got this. We got this.
Are you worried about getting people signed in time?
No, man, it's a high stress thing. I don't know that. I really do think Ayuk's going to play this game. He's not going to the 49ers beat him. I can see that right now. This is a contest with him and the Niners, and he's playing it. He's gambling, but he is playing it. He shows up, he holds in. He's not holding out, so he's not getting fined. He's going to wait till Monday night and wait for us to. And hopefully, he's hoping we're going to fail. I know he is. It's just common. It's just human nature. Because if they can't do without me, they'll sign me for what I want, not what they want. God,
we need him Monday night.
I know. And Ricky's gonna. I don't know if Ricky
Actually,
Pearsall
don't want to play that night too.
Yeah, but you know what, Matty? There's one advantage. But there's an advantage with Ricky. They don't know him, and
he can be healthy.
Yeah, if he can be healthy, Ricky Pearsall could hurt him badly. If they don't know him, and if he can come in there and be healthy, if he's as good as I anticipate he might be, we might be okay. And Brandon's plan will have failed. He will see that he will probably be concerned about his position. Well, he won't, but still, he's going to come and sign now. Oh, yeah, well, they go, all right, y'all ain't going to no Super Bowl without me. Okay, I'm back. Sign the damn deal. Get the papers out here. Shh. Man, y'all ain't right.
Yeah.
Give me the paper.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Just kills me, man.
My fantasies.
I'm tired of the anxiety it creates.
And Trent Williams not at the left side. I mean, I like Jalen Moore. He's a warrior. He tries. But he's not Trent Williams.
Of course he's not.
Oh man.
Nope, he's not. And we might pay heavily for that if we don't get him. I don't know, man. We just need to get both those guys wrapped up and in the locker rooms. We need them practicing with the team.
We do.
Need him getting the reps again.
Got to get him. He's got to get warmed up, get a little callous. The Jets' defensive front is no joke. They will hurt us and hurt us badly if Trent's not there to ward them off. I depend on one guy, Pooney and Aaron Banks. They'll be fine, but everybody else has got a question mark by the name. Oh.
Yeah, Pooney's solid. I'm really liking that pick. I think that was a really smart move.
Yeah. Maybe Feliciano will be back, but he hasn't had any reps at center either. So we're gonna have to deal. Brendan, what's our center's name? I'm worried. Man.
Oh, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. When you say it, I'm gonna feel ridiculous that I forgot.
I mean, he snaps the ball too low to begin with. He's got Brock picking the ball up off the ground, losing valuable split seconds.
Yeah, that's valuable time that we don't need to lose.
Man. Okay, you know what? Let's go to some positives because that's a scary thing. That offensive line, whenever you talk about, as a 49er fan, whenever you talk about the offensive line, the first thing that comes in your heart is terror. So, any other rooms you want to jump on? The linebacking crew.
Yeah, maybe some of the running back stuff. I don't know. Well, yeah, I'd like to see Hufanga back in time, but
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I can't
We'll
imagine
see him, even if it's not the first game. We'll see him in the first 2 or 3, I'll bet. So
yeah, they haven't told us. They won't tell us exactly.
Be nice to see Breida stay.
I mean, they won't say exactly to what degree or how close Talanoa is coming back. They just keep saying things like, "We're going to have to determine whether or not to put him on the pup." Well, that tells me pretty much all I need to know.
You don't want to rush it either.
And then there's that, huh?
Yeah, he plays at a high level, so you want to make sure he's healthy.
Yeah, so that's why we can't rush
I'd
him.
imagine they're looking up on him. No, not at all. Yeah. Absolutely not. I'd rather miss him for a few games and have him just play hot for the rest of the season.
In that case, and especially if Odom and Mustafa look like they can hold it down, I'm thinking week 8 to bring him back in. I'll start working him out in week 5 and have him ready for the second half of the season. He'll be fresh and ready to go. He'll probably be more than ready to go because a fired up, well-rested, confident Talanoa Hufanga is worth gold.
Oh, yeah. He'll be really ready to go by then.
Edge rushers.
So, yeah, I'm happy about that. So, what do you think about Breida? You think, or Ronnie Bell?
No,
I'm curious to see what goes on with that one.
Man, I got Ronnie Bell. I called him into the office, Matty. I tell him to sit down. Ronnie, listen, Go ahead, have a seat. Ronnie, I have to tell you, I got to ask. I question your dedication to your off-season work and everything like that. I saw some things out there. I thought I saw better Ronnie Bell last season. Is anything you want to? Can you help me with that? Yeah, I can. Yeah, Coach. What if you're Ronnie Bell? What do you say?
Shit. At this point, I don't even know, man. Especially if there's other people that are showing you up. I mean, you just maybe you go practice squad with them.
I'd rather put Tay on the practice squad. And God, who? I mean, well, you know what? Randy is gone. I can't. I mean, Cowing just ruined his job. Tight ends?
Man, yeah.
Oh, you got so many tight ends, Matty. Man, you know what?
Yeah, kind of odd, actually.
Yeah, I know. We never have a lot of tight ends. We got plenty this year for reasons unknown. You got Latu. Latu looks good, though. I'm thinking Latu, he stays. Logan Thomas.
Yeah,
you got
away with two.
Yeah, you got to keep your fingers crossed for Logan Thomas. Hopefully he can stay, or some semblance. If I could get 10 games out of Logan this year, especially the latter part of the season, I'd be delighted.
Yeah, I would agree. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
God, just going to the playoffs. Logan Thomas, George Kittle, Latu.
But it all boils down, at the end of the day, it all boils down to staying healthy, man. And
hey, that's
you can't tell me, man, if we don't stay healthy all season, if we stay real solid and healthy, man, I think we can really clean house.
You know it. That team, God, Jesus, right? We got polished, battle-tested warriors all over the roster. We're ready. We were ready last year. Anyway, Matty, always a pleasure. I got one more week. I gotta get some things done, but I will be back in time to talk about other teams this Friday. As this week, it's going to be one of the most delightful weekends. Woo!
Oh, buddy, I tell you what. Well, buddy, I'll tell you once, and I'll say it again. If you need a solid moderator, I'm like a moderator in like 3 or 4 other groups. So I'll take care of everybody. I won't.
I know.
So I got you. I got your back. So.
And I appreciate that, Matty. You know what? We'll consider it because the thing is, I want to get people that aren't pissed off with them as much as I do. Actually, production only lets me take people out every now and then. I get stopped. If it was up to me, you guys wouldn't see half them dudes. Rudy walking on a thin ice, but I'm telling you. Oh, so you'll say we got to get somebody that's conveyed unbiased. It's not like me and you. All right. But I will see you later on in the week,
buddy.
okay? All right, Matty.
Absolutely, buddy. I'll catch you. Have a good week, buddy.
Looking forward. Thank you, Matty. Night, fam.
Everybody. Good night. Night.
And there's double A. Hey, Aaron. Aaron. Well, here we are at the crossroad. And Aaron, it's time to poop or get off the pot for a lot of players. Aaron, who brought it this offseason? Who brought this preseason and really demonstrated the fact that they really want to be a 49er in your eyes? And what do you think of some of these situations we got? Are we going to be looking for an edge rusher as soon as the cut's over? Are you going to look for an offensive lineman? We do this mistake every year. There's none out there, but we look anyway. And if they are out there, they're going to cost a fortune. Those are the options. Wait a minute. If you get dropped off a team, though, maybe you're not going to cost a fortune. I guess the 49ers keep their eyes open for that. You got to be fast, though. Anyway, Aaron, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The surprise cut that would shock me is Elijah Mitchell, because he hasn't played. He hasn't played Friday night, I believe. So,
yeah, has he played at all this preseason?
I don't think so.
And why? Because they're afraid he's going to get hurt. He got hurt in practice, and that's why he didn't show up this all preseason. He's fragile. He's tender. He's glass. He's a damn good running back, but his body can't take it.
Yeah, I mean it's very unfortunate, but yeah, and the other player that might be cut is Ronnie Bell because he he dropped some balls this preseason. So
Yeah.
um,
He missed on a perfect shot from uh, a third string quarterback, Ben. It was right there, Ronnie. What are you doing? I don't know what he was thinking, but anyway, yeah.
but and and hopefully the 49ers and BA come to agreement sooner than later. So because he needs to be out there, get the rhythm with Brock Purdy.
3 weeks ago. Should have been out there. And all this joking around. Tomorrow, Brandon Aiyuk has taken another step closer. Shut up! Just shut up! Stop it! I just don't want to hear it anymore. Every few minutes, they're telling us about how Brandon Aiyuk is that close to signing. 3 days later, the 49ers have hit another plateau with Brandon Aiyuk.
I mean, I don't know if it's like a conspiracy, but do you think Brandon Aiyuk is being a troll?
Did you say he's being a troll? What?
A troll, yeah. TROLL.
That's a good way to put it. Brandon Aiyuk is actually trolling the 49ers. You know, because he acts like he wants to go to Washington. He acts like he wants to go to Pittsburgh. And I say act because Brandon doesn't want to leave. But he doesn't sell it well. He lets the 49ers know he wants to be with them specifically because he's turned down big money already. He doesn't want to go to Cleveland. He vetoed that deal. So, Brandon, what the hell do you want? We're not signing that deal. You're asking for extra money in a fourth-year on a four-year contract. You want all your money guaranteed in the fourth year as well. Well, come on. Nobody does that. So I don't know what he's expecting from the 49ers to just break the norm for him. So I'm tired of Brandon, man. It's starting to get on my nerves. Actually got on my nerves about a month ago anyway. I was trying to like him, but I'm appreciate his situation. But now, Brandon, Jesus Christ, would you please play hard 2 years? They will automatically say, Brandon, we don't need for you to ask for guarantees in your fourth year. We will do this now. Oh, no. I know it's a football game and you could get hurt, but still, it's wearing me out. Thank you for letting me share that.
Yeah. And, but yeah, and also I heard that I think it was from a doctor that if BA and Trent hold on longer, then I think their bodies, their soft tissues in their muscle might be a little,
they won't be ready.
vulnerable.
They'll come in and get hurt right away.
Yeah.
You need to feel, Brandon Aiyuk needs to feel people pulling on him. He needs to feel that contact at the line of scrimmage. He needs to take tackles and get up. All that stuff that takes place in a preseason is for a reason. It's to get you ready for the season. Trent Williams is a beast. I don't worry about him so much other than maybe his muscles aren't ready to explode, and that could cause a pull, calf injury. And if he gets a calf injury, we got big trouble. Calf injuries seem to take an entire season to heal. So, yeah, it's a worrisome thing.
And yeah, it is. And also I think we should trade for another defensive end because our edge rusher is kind of thin. Besides, we have both your turf growth models and Floyd. So
you know what? Your
growth
gross models. No telling when he's coming back. Drake Jackson. This may be his last season with us. Robert Beal is not. I'm not excited about Beal yet. He's not showing me anything to go, whoa. So I don't know about him.
Yeah.
So you got two guys.
Well, I mean, they say with Robert Beal is a great athlete, but he needs to be like more consistent.
Yeah, he gained weight and everything. I thought they might have been pushing him around because he's too light. But he's got the speed to beat those guys. I don't know why. He doesn't seem to be able to use it properly. And I don't know. I just don't. Whew, man. We have, you know what, a problem. We don't have any depth this year. We're top heavy, like some teams we've laughed about in years gone by, like the Rams, for instance. The Rams got the Super Bowl that year with second stringers and third stringers that they better not come in. And we're starting to look like that now, too. Damn it. We got a few draft picks. Our secondary's not a problem, though. We got guys that come in from their second and third string. Linebackers, I'm still feeling that's a pretty healthy group, other than D. Winters. Winters might be okay. He got hurt, but Graham. In fact, I don't know who we're going to cut. You know what? As a matter of fact, who are you going to cut? All right, D. Winters, Jalen Graham, Fred Warner's not in the cut. Flanagan Foles, with a lot of experience. I'm not cutting Curtis Robinson. You know what? No matter what, Curtis Robinson made this team for me. I don't know what they're going to do with that. Who are you going to keep?
And also from Friday night, what's it, Colton McKivitz?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that play that Brock Purdy had an interception.
Colton let his guy lose too soon.
Colton McKivitz got, yeah.
Also, Tongas, was that the tight end on that play? He whiffed. See, a lot of those guys get past the initial line, which they shouldn't. So that brings in McKivitz, as you say. But yeah, the tight ends we have got to learn from George Kittle. George has got to hold clinics after the game, on days off for an hour or so, to show him how he works and does the magic things he does. Because George is already walking around and talking about how he loves giving Leonard Floyd and Nick all kinds of problems. How many tight ends in football history could say that? George! Boom, 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 boom. But, yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't cut you off again.
And also, we're going against one of the best defensive line.
If not the best.
They ain't no joke. They got Quentin Williams.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Bach is going to be under heavy siege that night. Oh, man. I've already got him sacked twice, at least. I just want to know, we're gonna run the ball a lot, though, anyway. And you go see, I think you're going to see a heavy diet of Jordan Mason, too. Oh, we're way over time, fam. Let me bookmark that spot. I'm enjoying myself here. I'll see you at the end of the week again. All right?
All right, Ronbo.
All right, A. You know I'll see you on Twitter, too. I got to get over to your wall, too. All right. Talk to you in a bit.
All right, fam.
And Sloth also says, I pray for a healthy season. All of us will be joining you on that. I hope Kyle Shanahan Kyle Shanahan learns not to overwork our key players and sub some fresh legs into the game. Why is that asking? It's almost asking too much of the man. Not worried about our defense, but I need our O-line to stay healthy. I need for our O-line to get better. And Trent Williams knows, yeah, y'all go ahead, man. Y'all, who you got over to the left side? Oh, wait a minute, I already know. I like that boy, though. I taught him a lot, but, he ain't me. I'd be the most obnoxious holdout. If I was as good as Trent and B.A., I'd be getting on everybody's last nerve in that front office. I'd be coming up there every day giving people coffee. How y'all doing today? You know, I ask you that question because is everybody feeling like we got this? We okay? Because I can make it better. Security, get Ronbo the hell up out of my office. Hey, let's go to Tennessee. It is Papa Dragon. Pop.
What's up, Ronbo?
Papa, how you doing, Phil? Papa, you play that? Oh, hey, Bam. Bam and boom. One of them is playing that guitar.
No, that's me.
Oh, that's you. Because I thought one of the girls played an
That's me
instrument.
playing.
All right, go ahead, play some more.
No, actually, they both do.
Ah,
They both play.
all right.
I'll give you a little taste of a cover they're doing. You might have heard this one before. Just a little taste.
Okay.
This is them.
Okay.
This is them.
Okay.
Bam's on drums, Boom's on guitar, and their old man's playing the bass for 'em.
All right.
Chilling in the name of. Chilling in the name of. Chilling in the name of.
Bam and boom. They're rockers. I love it. And got you on that bass just banging, banging. Hey, Pop, man, am I going to see y'all on TV at some point or go to Spotify and there you be?
Well, definitely Spotify. That's definitely going to happen on TV.
I like
But
the
definitely
attitude.
Spotify.
Yeah. Who was that?
Definitely Spotify.
Well, who was that lead? Who was
That
that
was
lead?
Boom Boom.
That was Boom. She
That was
got that.
Boom was on vocals and on guitars.
She got that rocker
And then she
mentality
plays
on
bass
that
on some
rage.
stuff.
I like it.
Yep. Yep. They're going to be releasing a Taylor Swift single first, and that's going to be a cover, but it's going to be a rock and roll version of a Taylor Swift rock version.
Damn. I can't wait for this.
That's going to be the first thing.
I'm serious.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited too, man. Which kind of sucks for me because that just means that I won't be watching that much football this year. So if it's not like a night game, I won't be watching.
Oh.
I'm going to be in the studio with those two knuckleheads.
No problem with that. You got to get them started.
But you just heard why, right? You heard it and you understood, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. They got it's a lot of polish there. I'm not talking just because we're friends. I'm talking about because of what I just heard. That's got potential.
No, that's straight up. That's two 11-year-old twin girls.
That's already a gimmick right there. Because if I see two twin girls from here till whenever,
girls, I know.
Yeah, that's already a plus. Pop, good luck with that.
I know. So yeah. No. We're definitely gonna be in touch, man. So and try to get them on the show as much as we can. It really depends on what's going on with them in the studio and life in general. Like right now, I got long COVID. And my long COVID has COVID, so we all got COVID.
Yeah, I was gonna say
now.
you've had that for a while, Pop. You had it since last season. That is long COVID.
No, my long COVID has a new variant of COVID. So yeah, you got to be kidding me. So yeah, anything can happen in this football season, including COVID outbreaks. We have no idea what's going to happen.
And
all we know is this: that we know that Shanahan is smart. He knows how to hire good coaches.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the most all-pro players on his football team than anybody else. He's got a couple of contracts that he's got to deal with. York's got to deal with it because you're talking guaranteed money is the holdup, as I quote unquote reported months ago, and I said that it was I gave you guys some numbers, and these weren't numbers I made up. These were numbers that were told to me, which was basically like probably a 4 or 5 year deal. And that the holdup was guaranteed money because when you guarantee money on a contract, and anybody that runs business knows this, and I've run businesses for years. Computer-based businesses, or software design businesses.
Right.
When you hire people, you put certain monies in escrow, especially if there's bonuses. Right. So if I hire developers for a $2.5 million database, and if I hire 4 guys to do it, I'm paying each one of those guys probably anywhere between 80 to 100. And then I gotta give them a bonus just to get them to sign on. Usually that bonus is going to be around 15%. Then they get all the bonus up front. They get it in chunks based on the parameters of the contract. But although they have a bonus, I still have to put that money based on the legal contract in something called escrow. Right. That means that you have to come up with the full amount of the bonus money. So right now between Aiyuk and between Williams, you're talking at least $150 million that you got to just put in the bank that you have to cash out right now. I'm talking a duffel bag full of money has to go straight to the bank.
I know. It's a safeguard in order for the owner not to be able to breach.
It's a big thing, right? So when they say they got to go to the owner and ask for some money, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about Trent's guarantees, talking about Aiyuk's guarantees at the same time.
And I did see him seize guarantees. So, It's getting over $200 million.
Thank God they're not running a lemonade stand, Ronbo. They would be in some serious trouble. So, with that being said, I think overall, like I said, I think, they still have a lot of things in their favor. The 49ers do.
Yeah.
But, obviously injuries happen to everybody. And right now, this is the beginning of the season. Oh. So none of the injuries should be a major concern. At this point, we just have to see how it plays out moving forward. So there'll be a lot of interesting things playing out as we go forward. How good really is Brock Purdy? Like I said, I think he's pretty good. Shanahan said he's very good. That's what Shanahan said.
Mm-hmm.
So he's very good, which I believe that. I do believe that he is very good.
And the thing is, Shanahan never says that about his quarterbacks. I'm trying to think of.
He said some positive things about Jimmy.
Did he?
Jimmy does nothing but win. He's a winner.
But he didn't say anything about Jimmy's style or didn't like what he was doing. He just said he used one word. That's it.
I mean, obviously they both had a falling out at some point, which I think you're going to have with Kyle Shanahan, just because of his personality
and his dominating.
But whatever the case is, we all can see it. We all know that Purdy's the best quarterback he's had, and Shanahan has something to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is that the brain that Purdy has is all Purdy. There's a reaction time and all that stuff in his process, and that's all Purdy.
Instincts. Yeah.
So that's his God-given ability. So, hopefully he stays healthy. Hopefully Trent comes back ready to play. Hopefully Trent misses no games. Yeah. Now, those are all big hopes. So Trent's going to miss games.
So many, too. It's asking too much.
Debo's going to miss games.
Yeah.
Pearsall's going to miss games.
Already
Pearsall could probably sneeze. Pearsall might sneeze too hard and throw her shoulder out.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know who he is.
Sitting on the side of the field.
Neither did the 49ers.
Ah.
But neither did the 49ers. They knew what he was. Either what he was supposed to be leverage and insurance against Aiyuk. Saw how that worked out, didn't you?
Yeah, real quick.
It worked out too good, did it?
God.
Exactly. So, does Lott think about? We'll see what happens at cutdown day. We'll see who gets picked up. 95% of the roster should be set by Wednesday. They'll make some more adjustments probably through the weekend. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, we can get everybody. Hopefully we can beat the Jets. That's what I'm hoping. We should beat them, but I'm hoping we can beat them. Because remember what happens. What happens when Purdy goes out of the game? We know what happens when that happens. It's not a good thing.
Oh, well, you know what? This year I'm not scared. Josh Dobbs is fun to watch. And he's coming in. He knows what we do. I don't want Brock going down by. I just don't want him going down. But if Dobbs has to come in.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let me ask you a question though. Do you believe that Kyle Shanahan believes in protecting his quarterbacks?
That's a good question. And
is that his number one priority?
I really wish no. And they've actually said that in so many different terms.
Yes, he has. That's what I'm saying.
Kyle believes he can scheme and carry on in such a way the offensive line just has to be minimal and provide that run game.
Man. I hear you, dude. I hear you.
Bob, I'm telling you, man, that really sounds good. But we're going to go so you can get back in the rage and get some machine. And
I got you, dog. I got you. I gotta work on this baseline before I get my ass kicked in the morning.
I bet the girls, if they look, I can just see y'all working out now. And the girls look over at you, Dad, you dragging. You want to get a cup of coffee or something? We just wait.
I know, right?
I wish you didn't see that.
I'll let you know when we go live, man. But we're trying to get it going here real soon. Hopefully, within the next 6 months, it'll go up.
Good.
So they're definitely ready.
Because I know William Roberts is going to
school and everything else, man.
Well, good, because William Roberts is going to appreciate whatever you do to Taylor Swift's sound to add some vibe to it. Because William Roberts doesn't even like Taylor, but if you do a good job of doing what you're going to do, your rendition of, I bet you William Roberts would jump on the wagon then.
Trust me, I'm holding these two metalheads back. I'm holding them back. If they had their way, they do nothing but Metallica and Deftones. If they had their way, that's all they would do. I'm like, no, you girls got to do something. You can't just do that.
I can see it now.
They make money that way.
There you go. And Lenny Kravitz trying to kind of contact y'all. Say, I like what y'all are doing. Can we get together for dinner or something? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah. Hey, so you let us know if you want us to do a new theme song for you too. We'll do a theme song for you.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna email you on that. We can get talking linked on that. I love that idea.
Yeah. We'll throw something together for you. You just
put it.
know the vibe.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Yes, put that in motion. And okay, let's do that. Okay, I'll talk to you more about that because I got your email. I'll get on it.
Yeah, go do that for you.
Appreciate that too.
All right, Ronbo.
Talk to you a little later.
All right, bro. Hey, you too, man.
Give my best to Bam and Boom too, and Mama Dragon. Night,
will do, man.
That's gonna be so cool. Raymond, oh, we haven't heard from you. Raymond, we ain't heard from you.
What's up, Ronbo?
Since last year. Raymond, I thought you was one of the people that, like, we got a lot of us that the 49ers made so damn mad after that Super Bowl that some people just not coming back I ain't seen for over a year. Raymond, how you doing, man?
I definitely was one of those people, man. I was so upset about that Super Bowl. I didn't start watching until like last week. So man, that's what it is, man. I wanted that Super Bowl bad, man. My kids haven't seen the 49ers win, and that was our chance, and they just let it go. And
Raymond, when's the last time the Chiefs scored 20 points, less than 20 points, and still beat that ass? And beat our butt. The 49ers, the mighty scoring machine. All the Chiefs needed was 19 points, and it took overtime to get those, and they beat us. The hell?
Yep, it was 10-3 at halftime, man.
Jesus.
They held them to 3 points. That's just so sickening. It's so hard to get back, man. You got to be careful about injuries and so much more stuff. And now every time I look up, they want to talk about Brandon Aiyuk. Man, listen, man, I hope he's listening. I wouldn't give him no $30 million. We don't use a wide receiver that much to be paying them that kind of money. That's just me, man. He don't even get the ball thrown to him that much to be demanding all this kind of money, man. And he better pay attention to what's going on with Devontae Adams over there. How he's throwing his helmet around and he don't want to play over there no more. Money ain't always a good thing, you know.
Hey, that's a good point. Raymond, that's an excellent point. Because the Patriots gonna give him 32. He'd have been doing the Devontae Adams in Boston too.
That's what I'm saying, man. You can't have your cake and eat it too, man. You either need to sign the contract or get kicked out of here. We don't need to keep worrying about this the whole season.
And
just go ahead
or
make them stay and make them play his last year out, or trade them or whatever you want to do with him.
But
because we made Brandon Aiyuk who he is, man. It's our offensive scheme that allows him to do what he does, you know. So,
and Raymond, you and I both know $28 million is not going to put you on the poverty line. Brandon just wants to be able to say, I get paid more than this dude and that dude and this dude. Brandon, come on, man. You could get endorsements and everything else more than you could get.
I think it's more of a necessity to get Trent Williams locked up than him. Because we run the ball more than we want to pass.
Yeah. You ain't gonna be able to pass the ball without Trent anyway.
We got wide receivers all over the place. You know, we gonna create another Brandon Aiyuk. Somebody else gonna want some more money because you know that play action pass is very deadly with Christian McCaffrey back there. So, you know, what I mean, he gotta get off that high horse, man. You know, understand there's no one player better than the San Francisco 49ers, man. That's just it.
The whole part, it's a machine with lots of working parts. You know, right? But Aiyuk don't care. It's Raymond, all those players, they get up to that diva status. They don't care. That's not their problem. That's the way they feel. It's not my problem. Care. Y'all gonna give me my bag. Everything else, that's up to you. We got another guy with that.
Well, we just signed a rookie, Ricky Purcell, whatever his name. I don't want to pronounce the man's name wrong.
Purcell.
You know, man, Aiyuk was a rookie at one point. You know what I'm saying? We made him who he is. We got George Kittle out there. We got Deebo Samuels out there. We got Christian McCaffrey out there. Before that, we had Mostert and Matt Breida. You know, all of these players are allowing him to play one-on-one coverage out there.
That's right.
You know, tell him to take his ass somewhere, go to Denver or something, see if he put up those stats. You know, when you win that, if you win that Super Bowl, you're gonna get endorsement deals. He's gonna get a lot of other money outside of NFL money.
It's right.
Man, come on, man. He need to either sign or get out of here. John Lynch, get that dude out of here, man.
You know, because
I'm tired of talking about
it. He's a good football player, though, Raymond. That's the only reason why I don't want him going, man. But you know what? He's really starting to bother me now. It's just you could see the selfishness all over him.
Right. We don't need Ronbo. We run the ball. We throw the ball the fewest in the whole NFL.
I know.
He act like he Jamar Chase or something.
He does. And that's why he's getting mad about...
I'm just being honest, man. We throw the football the fewest in the NFL. To have a top-tier receiver like that makes no sense for our team.
It does. Our offense is predicated off the run. Everything we do is off the run.
Right. Trent Williams need the money, not him.
Well, they're not doing any better with Trent either. Now, I don't know about them. Guaranteed money is killing people. And Pop just broke it down how much money it's going to cost 49ers. For Brandon Aiyuk to get what he's talking about, I need all 4 years guaranteed, which is bullshit. God. And then if you give Trent an extension, this could talk up to upwards of $150 million. They've already given CMC his guaranteed, added some guaranteed money to him. So, of course, you know, Brandon Aiyuk and Trent Williams are going to feel some kind of way about that, too. So we have a problem. I don't know how it's going to get fixed.
Man, I told y'all about that problem when Debo wanted that money. I was saying it then. But, hey. I'm not in the office. I need to be. I need to be in that office, but I'm not. Debo would have been gone.
Raymond, I can see you now losing it, and it took 2 or 3 people that hold you back while you hollered and screamed at Debo.
Yeah, man. Either you sign this contract or not, man. I'm not about to keep going back and forth with you. You know who you playing for, bro? Who got it better than us? You better. You know what? Go talk to Devontae Adams. Somebody get Devontae Adams on the phone for this guy, man. Throwing a foot helmet all around, wanting to fight people and stuff because he can't get the ball.
The people don't have anything to do with what's going on. And as Debo's walking out while you're talking, hey, man, I ain't through talking to you yet. Come on back in here, you know.
Yeah.
How you say, boy?
Dude,
come
crazy,
on, Brandon.
Ain't nothing better than the red and gold, man. These players better act like they know, man. Like, real talk. It's going to be another one coming. We got another one on the bench somewhere that just ain't get a chance. So, and he going to be able to run wide open because we got so much attention going elsewhere. So, it's up to him, whatever he want to do.
Well, Raymond, real quick before we run out of time. Any position group that you want to keep and throw away people?
Say that again, Ronbo. Position what?
Any position group that you are looking at that you're concerned with who's going to stay and who's going to go?
Trent Williams. I need him. I need him locked
Offensive
up.
line?
He pancaking stuff over there. He just knocking people backwards. I need him. Yeah. You know, I need him. And I like the safety we got, man. That safety, he's pretty good.
Mustafa. You know, I bet that's who you're talking about.
Yeah, that is who I'm talking about. He looked pretty good out there. And what you think about his new kickoff rules, man? What's up with that?
They bother me.
I was looking at that. I was like, what the heck is this?
But Raymond, you know what? They were bothering me until I seen Ronbo do what he did. I said, okay, y'all, let's play this style. And remember, the 49ers didn't ask for this. So now look, now the 49ers are beating that ass. We're going to have good field position on every kickoff this year. I can see it coming now.
It's going to end up happening to us,
you know?
Too. And I guess at the end of the game, we're going to put all our offensive linemen right there and start pancaking them.
I got Isaac Grandstand on, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's a natural, Raymond.
But, you know, I'm back, Ronbo. You know, we ready for another season, man. It's so hard to get back there. We just got to make sure we keep that injury bug away from our players, because I can't stand to see Fred Warner or Greenlaw, anybody like Bosa or something like that get hurt, man. It's such a long season, man. So, man, come on now. You're supposed to run the ball, man. Y'all want to throw the ball around. We had that Super Bowl, man. I'm so upset. But
one thing will make you feel better.
Quest for 6, man.
Yep. Got to get back there, try it again, and damn it, 3 times the charm, I guess. God. Raymond, appreciate you, fam. And tell your son, is he still playing ball?
Oh, I just dropped him off at college yesterday, Ronbo. He's in college. He's going to be playing basketball for college. Yeah, he ended up getting picked to a college up, and I had to get his dorm set up with buy refrigerators and all that type of stuff, microwaves and shower shoes and bedding and all of that stuff.
He must be loving it. You know, that moment of independence. Daddy will leave, and I'm the boss.
Yeah.
Raymond.
So he's going out. Matter of fact, he's out there in Pennsylvania, and I just toured the city of Pittsburgh, and I saw their stadium, and everybody running around there with that Pittsburgh Steelers stuff. You know, I was in there talking Mets.
Thank you for representing. Raymond, we appreciate you doing
I'm like,
that,
man, if y'all don't get out of here.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, we every 49er fan appreciate you representing out there, too. Let them know. Good.
Yeah, man, they got me chopped up out there in Pittsburgh. But all right, Ronbo, go ahead, do your show, man. Appreciate you staying true, man, because you've been rocking and rolling while we've been, man, it's so unfortunate. But I'll be listening every now and then.
I'll keep the door open for everybody to get on in here and make us all feel better as we do the big group hugs every chance we get. We're going to get it, Raymond. This is the year. All right, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
Talk to you in a little bit.
Good night.
Night, Raymond.
Peace.
Peace. And Stephen. And it's Scarlett, Rome, Mrs. Stephen. Stephen, come on in, man.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Ian Sharp says Gorindo can replace Ray Ray. I mean, in a heartbeat, Ian. In a heartbeat. It's already done. It's a done deal.
I'd replace Ray Ray. I won't even think twice. If you told me if we would have this kind of wide receiver core, if we just let go of Ray Ray, shit, I would say throw Aiyuk in there too. Goodbye.
Okay, you know what we have to do.
You know what, Ronbo?
I know, but I'm thinking we got to calm down on Aiyuk's value to this team. He's pissing me off his attitude, but he can play. But I mean, you know.
Yeah, he could play, but look at the fire and look at the style these new wide receivers are bringing. Chris Conley is a veteran, a seasoned veteran at that. He knows what to do. You got Juwan Jennings, who's always open no matter what play. You also got, and he's not afraid to block, which is beautiful. Yeah. We also have, Chris Cowling, or Jake Cowling, my bad. We got Ricky Pearsall, who supposedly is better than Cowling, which that remains to be seen. But hey,
I can't wait to see that.
Great.
Oh,
but then we also have who else on that roster, Ronbo? We got Trent Taylor, who's going to be our punt returner. So it's like, and he's pretty solid when he's not fucking up. And then, am I missing another wide receiver that's on that roster?
The roster now? You didn't mention the guys that we're going to cut.
Robbie Chosen.
You know?
No, that's the problem.
Yeah.
We got Robbie Chosen on there, who's also pretty damn good.
I forgot about him. Okay, you got all kind of speed demons. So clearly, Danny Gray's gone.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Danny Gray, Ronnie Bell, goodbye. Brandon Aiyuk, hey, man. Look,
I thought they might want
to play this whole, like, I don't need you, you don't need me kind of facade. But now your stock is low. Because look what happened. You want $30 million guaranteed. You held out. And then we went into the preseason. Now we see, what other people we got on that line. We already knew Chris Conley was up, for staying with us. But now we've got these new cats that we just drafted. And now you're kind of just sitting back thinking, oh, yeah, I'm still going to get 30. No, you're not going to get 30. You're not. Because, unfortunately, to say the least, we've got...
I thought the rumors out there that they did say 30, just not the fourth-year guarantee. And I agree. Brandon, why do you have to have 30?
Not even that, Ronbo. At this
guarantee
point, I would tell Brandon
is what counts. Oh, but go ahead.
Here's the thing. I would tell Brandon Aiyuk this. I'll give you a 4-year option if you play this full season and get 1,000+ yards, guaranteed. You wouldn't even have to think about it.
Yeah, the incentives could be there. I'd add more than that. You need to make the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, you got to get. There's got to be stipulations. If you want that 4th-year guarantee, you got to produce those numbers. Yeah. You can't just be all mad and pouty when you don't want to play. Mm-hmm. You gotta produce and you gotta shut up.
Yeah, Stephen, I like that. You put that in the contract, and what you do is, like you just said, all those things, and when that 3rd year is over, if you've actually brought into compliance all these things we talked about earlier, you need not even ask. It will be automatically allocated to your account. Okay? Hey, if he can't accept that, then go to hell. Just get out.
Exactly. Go to the Steelers. Go to Washington, where it's not as green. Go ahead. I'm over Brandon Aiyuk, Ronbo, especially because it's like we got all these other wide receivers, and we're still talking about him like as if he's the reason why we got there. He's partly the reason. Everyone else is. If you really want to talk about it, Brock is the reason. Caffrey's the reason.
The list is long. Yeah.
Who else can we talk about?
George Kittle,
Jenny
for blocking for. I mean, come on. Brandon has no leg to stand on if he thinks he's a God Almighty out there on the field. And I wish he would get rid of that thought. Just realize your team and who you're playing with. You don't need to have all the money. How are we going to continue to look like this with you with all the money?
If I was John Lynch, or if I was even in the 49ers organization for negotiations, I would tell Brandon, I would bring Brandon Aiyuk in, and I would bring in all the wide receivers. And I'm like, you see all this? You see all these guys? You decided to hold out. Now these guys are going to have an opportunity to play. Here is our contract offer, our original offer for you. You can either take it or you can go elsewhere. Because as of right now, as it stands, we've got 6 players that'll be more than happy to take that spot and have shown that they can take that.
Mm-hmm. There's no doubt about it. Stephen, do you ever wonder, though, actually a couple of writers have said the 49ers need to put their foot down on Brandon Aiyuk. This has gone on way far too long and for petty reasons. And there is no reason for that. There's just not. So just go ahead and get it done or say goodnight. And let's move on. We need to focus on the 2024 season. Going into week 1 would be an absolute disaster. We're still carrying on with that madness. Same with Trent, which is even more important, as you said and everybody else has said, than Brandon is. And Trent ain't said a damn thing, him or his agent. We don't hear word one. And Trent's playing big money every day in them fines, too. Huge money.
The thing, though, player Trent is the best in his position in the league. Let me say that again. Best in his position in the league.
Well, the best in history.
Brandon Aiyuk is number 4, if not number 5, out of his draft class. He's not even the top wide receiver. Yeah, he's not even in the league, Ronbo. The best wide receiver in the league, as it stands right now, is Jay Jefferson.
No doubt.
And that's only because that's all the Vikings have to throw to. And their window just got shut down because Bo Nix is out for the entire season.
Yeah.
No, not Bo Nix. J.J. McCaffrey, my bad.
Oh, yeah.
They're done.
Nix is with the Falcons.
Denver.
Is he with Denver? Who's at the Falcons? They've got a good one.
Yeah, he's with Denver.
Yeah, they got a good one, too, in Atlanta.
And then on top of that, Ronbo, not including any of the other receivers that are coming in that are going to be breakout wide receivers. So
I know.
Brandon Aiyuk has this idea. Go ahead.
No, I agree. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, Brandon Aiyuk has this idea that he's top dog in the league as a wide receiver. Remember, he's only had one 1,000-yard season. Everything else has been under 1,000. He has flirted with the idea of being, mid to high, hundreds. Outside of that, he's nowhere near as good as his draft class partners or the current meta of wide receivers.
I know. So he needs to get over himself, have enough compassion to want to go for another Super Bowl, stop crying about going to teams that we're going to beat up on. You're not going to starve to death with $28 to $29 million and guaranteed monies.
No,
One thing I object to, caller, is that he's not as good as his draft class. I think he's the best besides Justin Jefferson.
What about CeeDee Lamb?
Jack,
I think he's better than CeeDee Lamb because they throw the ball way more to CeeDee Lamb, and he's the 4th option in our system.
Hey, Jack,
so how dare you go through that?
Jack, I agree with you, Jack. Listen,
I don't know
Jack,
about you.
Hold on, Jack.
I'll be real. CeeDee Lamb, if we had CeeDee Lamb on our offense, we'd have been a lot better. Guaranteed.
There you go. We can agree
Guaranteed.
on that.
And I
Listen,
stick by that 100%.
Steve, we're gonna have to move on. I'm gonna see you at the end of the week and see if our diva, our problem child, has finally signed between now and Friday. Lord knows.
He better take that original offer.
Well,
Niners better not move a penny. Take that original offer.
They've already extended that.
Have a good walk.
All right, Steve. Have a great night. I always appreciate you, fam. We'll see you Friday.
See you Friday, Ronbo.
All right, fam. And Mr. Block Eye says, special teams come on. I know. The two Super Bowls F-ups. Remember, I know. I don't know what you can do about special teams because special teams is a combination of the players on the unit. What was that? I saw somebody, Quattro Niner. There he is. Yeah, guys, Cuatro Nino has put you Rams fans in your place. He is a native of Santa Clara. You messed up that time, didn't you? Eric, come on in, fam. Ain't no bandwagon people. 49ers don't have bandwagon people. That's what's really stupid.
Hey,
And Eric,
what's up in the book, everyone?
Eric, you, man. Delighted to see you again.
Yeah, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing great, Eric. Eric, you know what? I just realized something, too. The Hawks no longer have, Eric, at 49er fans, we mostly have established 49ers because of the things that have happened in 49er history, the constant symbolism. Eric, you okay? Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
The 49er logo, which is symbolic.
I might get kicked off here in a second, but we're going to find out.
Okay, well, listen. But anyway, the 49ers, the logo is symbolic of greatness down through here, so we don't need to have bandwagon fans. If they do float by, we don't notice them anyway, right? I was getting ready to say, now, Eric, you guys in Seattle can say the same thing due to the fact Legion of Boom, you guys have got a legacy now. So I got to respect that. After the Rams moved back to Los Angeles, Eric, can you imagine? They've got to rebuild their reputation. And granted, they did a good job so far. They've got a Super Bowl. McVay's had, since he got there, he's had pretty much a lot of success. But still, if you look at anything which features a lot of Rams fans, most of the jerseys that look brand new. So if there's anybody that's bandwagoning, it's in Los Angeles, because the Dodgers and Lakers still own Los Angeles. That's what to get that out there. Eric, I'm telling you, I'm worried about you, man. You're coughing like it's really painful. Eric, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yes,
All right.
I got a cold. Gonna probably take some NyQuil here in a few minutes.
Oh, you know what? That's the only reason a cold is a good time. Oh, I love NyQuil. Sometimes I want to take it for no reason, just because it knocks me the hell out. Eric, give me something about what's going on in your camp and anything else you want to talk about tonight.
Man, I really hope that I get good news on Tuesday.
Cody's not getting cut.
Or tomorrow.
Yeah, he'll be on the practice. He'll be on the PS for sure, if nothing else.
Yeah, I really hope, because I hope they don't blow this.
I'm pretty sure he's a Bobby Turner kind of guy. I can just feel it. I would if I were to talk to Bobby to ask him about his running backs, I bet he'd say nothing but nice things about Cody. He likes his work ethic. Yeah. He can see the kid's got potential. Anybody that's went through what Cody's went through since high school, I don't think so, kid. But thanks anyway. Nah, he walks into an SEC school. They didn't call him. He called them. And Cody comes in and wins accolades as a running back. SEC's got some of the most, they've got some fiends on defense, and Cody weathered that storm to come out one of the SEC best. You got to respect that. You got to. Oh, man. Oh.
I really liked what I saw. A little bit, but I liked it.
I think he's one of those guys who's just got to adjust to the NFL. A lot of difference between the college game and the NFL. But I think some players have it to make that segue, and some don't. I got a feeling if I had to bet, I'd bet he does. He's already been through this, done that. For the most part.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Eric, anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I'm really excited about, I think, seeing Cody either on whatever team he's on, practice of a 53 or whatever.
He'll be on the run. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because he'll be picked up in a heartbeat if he leaves. So I know 49ers know that. So, and we run out of running backs every year. By the time the season ends, we're down to 2 running backs at the most, maybe 3. So, yeah.
I tell you, that's part of why I was a little bit surprised to see him actually get the minutes.
Friday?
Yeah.
He did well with his minutes. I always like to see him play because I love his energy and drive. He hit the hole a couple times really well too. He's getting it. I can see he's getting it. Anybody saw him from week 1 to week now, he's growing. He's evolving. He'll be fine. Hang on. So anyway, we're gonna go. Eric, I tell you what, I'm gonna see you at the end of the week. Get that NyQuil, get some rest, get over that. Okay.
Oh, definitely, sure. No doubt.
All right.
No doubt, bud.
See you later. Night, Eric.
Have a good day, guys.
You too. Thanks. Michael, Nikita's
Hey,
cool
Ronbo.
dad. Yeah.
That's right. The cool dad, the cool boy, the cool cat. Yeah, nothing much. Just finished through this. I just finished watching the Patriots getting beat tonight. I was watching some football.
You watch who?
The Patriots lost tonight.
Yeah.
I like to watch football. You know my teams don't play.
I was watching the Patriots too.
My team plays all.
I was watching the Patriots game earlier too.
Oh.
What I enjoyed was the commentators in the booth. They're always positive. The Patriots are out there smelling awful. They're looking bad, and the commentators can find saying nothing but nice things.
Everybody's just Texas girl hand. This Cowboys Trey Lance 2 touchdowns, 5 INT. They lost. That's that 5 interception Trey Lance threw. With the Cowboys.
Yeah, Trey.
I mean, I feel bad. Well,
Trey was
5 interceptions on the Cowboys team. Boy.
He was playing like he played back at school though. Trey he ran more than he passed.
Yeah.
And the
Cowboys and Rams are fast for the most INT.
He uses his legs like really well. He reminded me of Cat out there.
I don't think this would have been like this if it was with the 49ers or some other team. The Cowboys look like that tells you, man. Them and the Rams, both most INTs.
Well, I mean,
I wish him luck.
Yeah, because you look past the other INTs. He's grown. He has. He just needs reps.
He's grown.
Yeah, Trey just needs reps.
Yep.
I was kind of impressed with some of the things he did. A couple of nice passes.
Next Tuesday, we'll know who the 49ers cut and bring to the practice squad. We'll know by Tuesday. Tuesday they're doing it.
I thought the 49ers were going to start early. They usually do, throwing people out.
Well, I think this one guy should go down. I keep the other. I like to keep the other quarterback, the rookie, save money that way. I like to save money. It's always good to save money because you can use that money for other players that are on your team.
Oh, are you getting rid of Brent? What's his name? Why do I always forget his name every time I call him?
Get rid of him. Get rid of Brendan Allen. Get rid of him.
Yeah, Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen is probably.
Let him go somewhere else to back up. Yeah.
You know what though? You got to worry about that though, Michael. Here's the thing: if we get into a situation when Brock got hurt, that third guy needs to know what he's doing.
Yeah. And then what were you gonna? Then what would you want to? Yeah, but you think you want that, or do you want to save money and use it for you know what I mean?
Well, no, I'm just saying as an insurance policy because if I get Mordecai in there, we're not going to keep a fourth quarterback on the practice squad, I guess. But if I get Mordecai in there, his eyes will be as big as Josh Johnson's were in that game against the Eagles. That would scare the bejesus out of him. Mordecai, what? You're in. Who? Nah, because when this NFC Championship game, Coach, I can't do it. I'm just gonna admit to you, I can't do it. I can't believe you called me. So you don't want that.
I believe in this kid. I think this kid could be another Brock Purdy. I think this kid, you know what I mean?
Well, he could be.
He could be someday. He could fight for number 2. We keep him. He could be a number 2 in the future. You never know.
No, I have no doubt about this potential. I'm just saying. This year we're trying to get to the Super Bowl. I can't bring a kid in there if we should get down to our third quarterback that's going to be frayed, that's not going to be grinded enough to. I mean, that's just I'd pass out.
Oh, Josh Johnson's like a nightmare. Oh, when I looked at that, that's like a nightmare. Josh Johnson.
Oh, shit. I mean, he was so scared.
And the other punter, he's going to stay with us until the other guy gets better, our punter. The other guy that's punting, Harris, he's going to.
Who was that talking about that Friday, the other day? Yeah.
The main thing is Aiyuk, man. You gotta sign Aiyuk. We gotta do something. If not, like I said, if not, pack him with Trent to Washington. I know one guy I like for Washington. I like to get McCaffrey's brother somehow in a package deal.
Oh, I forgot about him. But he's not worth Brandon Aiyuk. I want McLaurin.
No, first time.
McLaurin or nobody. Okay? I got to have the best. Because we're giving him our best wide receiver, actually.
Yeah, but but that guy from Ohio State, you think he's going to be good enough? I think Aiyuk is a bit better.
McLaurin? McLaurin is a beast. Yeah, I'll take McLaurin. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right, so you take Cam, and who else would you take? First round draft pick?
Actually, I take McLaurin swap straight up for Aiyuk. McLaurin's good.
Probably get rid of the crybaby.
Because you know what?
No,
McLaurin gets paid. I don't know how much McLaurin get paid. Is he? What year is he in?
Yeah, that's a good question, guys. How many years? He's been with the Commanders for what? 3-4 years? 3 years?
Okay, so he
2 or 3. I don't know.
He and Brandon are the same status as far as that goes. McLaurin's not expensive yet. Then I bring him in. I tell him, listen, Terry, what we're going to do? We're going to give you what we're going to give Brandon, and a 3-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not the fourth year's not guaranteed. You're going to work for that, and it's going to be available for you. But 3-year current contract.
Yeah.
Is that good for you? So I mean that's. And McLaurin's bad, dude. I'll take him.
Now, the problem is, everybody's talking about cutting Ronnie Bell. You know who Ronnie Bell might go to? He's from Kansas City. He might go to the Chiefs. He's from Kansas City.
Please do.
Ronnie Bell goes.
And go over there and start dropping the ball like you did. It's like Mahomes had last year.
No, let him drop the ball when we play against the Chiefs this year. Let him drop him. Let Mahomes get mad. And then Danny Gray, he'll probably go, I don't know. I don't think he'll go to practice.
He could end up going. He'll go. Andy Reid will call Danny Gray immediately. They collect speed over there because of Mahomes' arm.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So maybe both of them will go together as a partner to go play for the Chiefs. Because one guy for the Chiefs is suspended, I think. Is he? Or he's not suspended, but that guy they supposed got arrested with the car or something.
You know, you're
Is there a guy
right.
from the Chiefs that got arrested?
Oh, did he get it suspended? You're right. I remember he was having all kinds of problems a few weeks ago.
Was it Rice? Uh-huh.
Oh, who is
who
that?
else got suspended?
I forgot about him.
Rice? Is it Rice?
I think that's
Rice?
I think that's his name. What's his first?
Oh,
I forgot all about him.
He's suspended.
He has to be suspended.
He has to be suspended.
That was one of the biggest criminals I mean, he's one of the biggest criminals out there. All during the preseason, he had more than one offense.
Maybe they'll let him go. If that was a 49er receiver, they'll let him go. The 49ers don't like criminals in their team. They'll send him to the Rams. They like criminals.
Do the Rams have any criminals?
The Raiders got a criminal. Remember that guy we had? And he got in trouble, and we brought him to the Raiders. Remember that? Yeah, remember?
The edge rusher.
Aldon Smith.
we didn't get Alden. We drafted Alden. Alden became a criminal after he got with us.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah,
we were leading the league with criminals when Harbaugh was here.
Yeah. San Francisco criminals. Instead of the 49ers,
we had at least 4 or 5.
Yeah,
I mean, it was.
They must love them. That's all right. We'll send them to Romero. We'll send them to the Rams. They got criminals.
God.
Yeah, but no. And the Cardinal receiver is suspended for 5 games too.
Oh, I heard about that. That's new news. That's right, Michael. We've covered so much gossip. We got to go. We're out of time. But Michael, I'll see you at the end of the week. Okay.
You too, Ronbo. You have a good shout out 49er Brian, Kenny Wright, and all the 49er Pirate family in Syria.
Appreciate you, fam. And good night, Nikita. All right, fam. Yeah, what was that chief that was just public enemy number 1 as soon as the Super Bowl was over? I bet you showed up. Well, it's a big show. Ooh, it's a big show on tonight. Show, get in there, man. I thought. So when are you leaving? When are you leaving on that glorious vacation? You're not leaving yet.
No, I'm leaving on the 10th.
Oh, okay. So do you remember that?
Yeah.
That kid that was having all kind of problems staying on the right side of the law from the Kansas City Chiefs?
Tony?
Was it? I think it was. It might have been Tony.
Darius Tony?
No. It was their rookie.
Oh, no. Rasheed Rice. I'm sorry. Rasheed Rice.
Yeah, Rasheed. Every time you looked up for the dailies, there's Rasheed getting in trouble again. I said, what the hell, Rasheed? Oh.
He's cleaned up now. I mean, he
had to. Because the Chiefs probably
it's
get
very
no
rare that
uncertain
you
terms.
see. It's very rare that you see young kids like that who get caught up in the law and they don't see like where they're heading to, and he apparently did, and it's like, I'm okay. I got to clean up now, and I got to start behaving. Dang. And I'm pretty sure somebody within the Chiefs organization told him the same exact thing. Like, you're about to lose everything if you keep doing this.
But Patrick Mahomes is a leader. Yeah, if Patrick Mahomes is a leader that it seems he might be. He must have been on the phone immediately. Hey, Rasheed, what's up with you, man? Are you serious? Because I would think, man, Rasheed, and then he did something else a little later. What is he, Alden Smith?
But yeah. As far as tonight's, it seems like this never-ending conversation we're having about number 11. And I'm going to give you the latest update. I'm going to put you on speakerphone really quick because I want to read you a couple of tweets from Peter Schrager and Matt Miyoko that's going to raise some eyebrows here with everybody. Hang on a second.
Okay.
I have you on speaker right now, and Peter Schrager posted on Twitter 10 minutes before 8 o'clock, and he says, Washington GM Adam Peters just spent 7 years in San Francisco with John Lynch and was integral in the San Francisco 2020 NFL draft. Jay Daniels, go-to guy at ASU in 2019 was Brandon Aiyuk, who had 1,192 yards at ASU, and now the Washington Commanders have a new third-round pick from the Jahan Dotson trade. As much as Pitt has gotten all the buzz, shouldn't Washington be shouldn't Washington and San Francisco be talking? And then Matt Miyoko quotes this tweet and says, if Washington is back in play, it would take a second, a third, and maybe something else, and a contract Aiyuk would be willing to accept to finalize the deal. And then Matt Miyoko continues the thread and says, Peter just doesn't throw stuff against the wall like that. So
yeah, that's true. You ready to hear from Schrager? That's true. So
they must have gotten a wind of something. I think something's cooking. Like,
you know what? If nothing else, a plot to get Brandon to realize, Brandon, you know what? You crying about this and that. Well, let's go ahead and do this deal, and you can go be with your quarterback from school. How about that?
Yeah, I think that's what he ultimately wants. Like he's been flirting with the Steelers, yes, but I've said this before many times, and I'm pretty sure you have it documented on here that he wants to be with his guy, Jaden Daniels.
Oh, he's parading around with him.
He and Kyle Shanahan. I believe Kyle Shanahan and him don't have a relationship like he does with Debo. Like I just think they got off on the wrong foot ever since Brandon Aiyuk got here. That's why he was put in the quote unquote. I know Kyle Shanahan says there's no doghouse, but that's kind of BS.
Yeah, he was in it.
They're really good at BSing, those two. He was in it.
Yeah. But so he came out.
They just got on the wrong
and bought into the program, and I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if that riff would be based on that particular segment of their relationship.
I don't know. I just think there's some players that you're either in the clique or you're not. Shout out to whoever coined that phrase, Cabo clique.
Cabo, yeah. Does Brandon have a room? Oh, we didn't know he wanted to go, so we didn't really set him aside a room.
So yeah, like it's hard to say what's going to happen. Like we're like almost the week one, and Nick Bosa got signed before week one, and
minutes before the game started.
I don't think that's going to be the. I don't think that's going to be the case with Brandon Aiyuk, unfortunately, because we have, like I said, we didn't have 41 free agents when we signed Nick Bosa, and we didn't have all these top-heavy contracts when we signed Nick Bosa before week one already on the books. You know what I mean? Like that's why it's like I'm leaning towards him not being here. When Washington traded within the division to send Jahan Dotson to the Philadelphia Eagles for just a third-round pick, that that should raise eyebrows to people. Like, whoa.
No, we were talking about when it first took place. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, that says something right there, that Adam Peters has got something up his sleeve, and so does John Lynch, like.
And they're good buddies. Between that clique, if anybody's going to Cabo, Adam Peters is too. Listen, did you say, what round did you say, a second and a third?
I'm sorry, for what? For Aiyuk?
Washington's offering what?
No, they're not offering anything right now, but Peter Schrager was saying, Matt Mayoko was saying it would take at least a second and a third and a player
I'm saying I can't take less than a second round now, because Washington is probably going to stumble out of the gates this year, at least this year, and that means we get a good draft pick next year.
I would welcome McLaurin as well, because he's only making $15.1 million annually a year. So
and McLaurin
that's a team-friendly deal right there from a veteran receiver who's been in the league for quite some time, and he would fit our system right away.
Hey, McLaurin is okay. That's what I thought. How many years has McLaurin been playing?
He's 29, I think, right now. Either 28 or 29.
He's only
something
28
like that.
and 29. I'll take him. McLaurin's got 3 good years in a minimum.
At least. And so, like, that I would be happy with that, honestly, because he's an inexpensive veteran who knows the NFL like the back of his hand. And we have the emergence. We don't really need Brandon Aiyuk. We have the emergence and birth of Jacob Cowling, Ronbo. I mean, he's been a beast all preseason.
I agree.
Ricky Pearsall is going to be back at practice on Monday.
Yes,
tomorrow.
We're grooming guys for the future.
We're good.
Yeah.
Like,
I got McLaurin. And I got Conley.
A lot like Green. Yeah, Conley's, and even Conley's emerging. Like, I think we're going to be copying a page out of the playbook of the Green Bay Packers and going with their young core as far as wide receivers goes. You know what I mean? Like, once Devontae Adams left, they had no problem shipping him off for draft picks, and they just believed in their young wide receivers, and that's what we need to do. Like.
Yeah. Especially if you got
I would have no problem shipping them off. Like.
No.
Yeah, there you go. When we have Conley, and it would be even more of a plus if we get Terry McLaurin, who's on a team-friendly deal. Like, and I don't think we would have to pay his salary at all this year, so it's a win-win if that deal were to come to fruition. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I do.
It makes a lot of sense.
Crowder
it makes a lot of sense.
And I think he's the younger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
And as far as Trent Williams goes, that's another sticky situation, man. Like, I don't want to give all this guaranteed money to a 36-year-old player who's probably going to retire next year. That's what worries me.
He'll retire this year, I think, if he doesn't get what he wants. I bet he pulls that card.
I agree with you. And we have to prepare ourselves for that and brace ourselves for that. Like, that's the worst case scenario. The best case scenario is they give him a raise this year with a guaranteed money and a little bit of a raise this year. That's not what he wants, but he's going to have to accept it or just shit or get off the pot. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but how high are you on Ricky Pearsall's show, who just got cleared to play practice?
He's I can't say that right now because I haven't seen him.
We haven't seen anything. I know.
We didn't see anything at all during this preseason. If he balls out week 1 and week 2 and week 3 and week 4, then I'll be high on him. But it's yet to be determined to make an opinion and judgment on that because we haven't seen him. Like, there's
TBD. Yeah.
TBD. There you go.
So we're gonna go.
But yeah, like I think we would be just fine without either of those two. Trent Williams misses a lot of games to begin with because he's older and his body's starting to break down. Unfortunately,
So actually, it's almost too late for him to come back now. He's going to come back in and immediately get hurt too.
I remember tagging you in this before I go. I remember tagging you in this TikTok video that this dude made about the San Francisco 49ers and Kyle Shanahan about him having no problem creating an offense around 2 popsicle sticks and a toothpick. Like that's
don't,
you know, like that's so true. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I've heard it.
You know, like, so all right. Shout out to everyone. You all take care. Shout out to Ellis and Donut Denisha. Shout out to Vader. Get into your Vader. Shout out to the TNT family and all the Tonys out there. And you all take care. All right. Shout out Ronbo. Have a great night.
You too.
All right, for sure.
Yeah. And Jack, now that you've been here, we know you're here. Go ahead.
We ain't going nowhere. We ain't. Now we know what P. Diddy meant when he told his guest, you ain't going nowhere. But guess what? Aiyuk ain't going nowhere either.
You know, and, Jack, I normally think that because Aiyuk has already made clear he doesn't want to go. Because when the Patriots said $32 million, get over here. And Brandon said, no, I don't think so. Cleveland Browns, Brandon, we want you. We want you. And Brandon, I ain't wanting y'all. I ain't coming to Cleveland. Got the worst restaurants in the world. And so now you come back and he wants to stay with the 49ers, but he wants his cake and eat it too. Come on, man. Y'all don't want to stay here. Give me. Just change this little sentence right here in this, and we good to go. And the 49ers, you know the 49ers, Jack. 49ers are hard when it comes to negotiating, and you insist on getting one up on them in every category. And that's what Brandon Aiyuk's trying to do. Brandon wants everything he asked for and negotiate nothing. I mean, Brandon, come on, man. I mean, the way it looks. And Jack, I know how much you love him. Give me some defense on that because I can't find it. Oh, he's bothering me.
Well, it's funny y'all say all this stuff now, and you guys are starting to get tired because you guys keep forgetting what I said a month or two back when I said you got to play hardball, Ronbo. Remember me saying you got to play hardball.
That's and
you got to get that cigar out like back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Like before York got in the building. The Bartolo would pop this cigar and say, you know what I'm saying? You ain't going anywhere, and you're getting a $14 million. Same thing with you, Trent. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep finding your ass. We're going to keep finding your ass until you get it right. That because we got people like Pearsall, Pooney. We got people like Renardo Green watching Ronbo. We got the free agents watching. And they say, oh, you guys are just clowns. You guys are just, if you just hold out for a little bit, we're going to get the paycheck.
You hit the nail right on the head. That's the problem with yielding to Aiyuk.
Ball.
Yes. Everybody who comes in every year, you gave that money to Aiyuk. Oh, man.
Yeah.
God.
You got to show me something. And Aiyuk has been showing me something. He's my favorite player. Like I keep reminding you guys. Last year, this time, even before this time, I told you he was going to be a top 5 receiver. And what did he do? He balled out and proved it wrong. He has the best jukums in the league. And that other caller, when I was he was talking blasphemous, talking about Aiyuk is not he's not up there with the draft class. Bullshit, caller. Guess what? There's only Justin Jefferson and they threw to him probably like 80% of the time when Aiyuk's the number 4. And don't give me that CD Lamb shit. I'm gonna tell you guys every year he's better than CD Lamb and give you guys facts. So all I'm saying is, Ronbo, hey, man, you got to play hardball, baby. And now you guys are starting to get sick and tired here on the calls. Already hurry up and sign or get the hell out of here. You feel me? Jack, but that's what they should do right now.
How are you feeling about how do you feel about the situation? Can you endure further? I mean, are you okay with this? I don't understand. I mean, about that last point.
What am I okay with what?
With Brandon Aiyuk and 49ers dragging this on and on all the way up to week 1. I mean,
listen, whatever they offered him, offer his ass. That's fine. If you offered him $30 million, now it's on the table. Offer his ass, sir. If he says no and he wants to clown around and make us look more like clowns, our front office, our whole organization,
then say goodnight.
Goes back to Jerry Rice and Montana. Yeah. If you want to clown around and you want to talk, you know what? Actually, I want to go to Washington. Hey, Washington, why don't you guys trade your receiver so you guys can jump me in there? Because me and your quarterback have played together. Well, if you want to clown around there, Ronbo, and say, you know what, that's off the table too now. And we ain't trading no ass.
What you do? $14
million.
Now you're talking about language.
Bench. We got Pearsall. Cowling's already balling out. What do you think Pearsall is going to do? I told you guys after the draft we need some route runners because Debo got exposed. You know what I'm saying? And what do we got? Go out there and do. And I told you during the draft, don't panic. I told you, and then when we got Cowling, I said, man, this guy might be just as good as goddamn Pearsall. And what did he do? He's showing out the preseason. So I'm not panicking, Ronbo. I'm sticking with my cigar like the Bartolo and saying you're getting $14 million, 5th-year option. And if you keep playing games, we're going to franchise your ass twice back to back.
just to be mean. Jack, let me ask you this question, though.
No, not to be mean, to set an example. Not to be mean, to set an example for the younger players that are coming up and are rookies and all them.
Jack, here's a question I got for you, though, on this. That deal that Washington just made to get that draft pick, do you think there's anything going on covert with Adam Peters, John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan? They're all pros.
Of course there's something going on. How many all pros can you get for even in the first round? It's a hit and miss, ain't it? Now you give them a second and a third. You give them a second and third, which probably 49ers are actually desperate. Lynch and Shanahan actually desperate. Like, oh, give us a second and a third and a defensive end because we got two more ends because my dumbass can't stop playing in our starters in the preseason. You know, that's why Raiders shut their goddamn starters off. But no, Shanahan got to get his reps in and you know what I'm saying, fuck up even D winners. So of course he's doing something, Adam Peters, because he sees how many all pros can I get when I got one right now for my rookie quarterback. So of course he's that light bulb moment, whether it was the owner, the GM telling him, the coach telling him, because he's the general manager, Adam Peters, that is, to say, listen, we got a chance to give our quarterback all pro who he's already played with. So of course he's cooking something.
He should be if he's not. And also they gave up a decent player in that trade. So they're serious. Now, we know if you tie and check all the boxes and the dots, it only makes sense. Washington didn't make that move. It was part of something to promote what they're trying to do is what you want Brandon Aiyuk, and he wants them. But watch this. Jack, I guarantee you if he does this, I'm going to lose it. Because the thing is, if they say, well, Brandon, we've got it all worked out, and you're going to Washington. What? No, well, there's only a few things we needed to clear up on my deal. Brandon, and then I have to, if I was in the office, I'd have to be held back there. I'd be so mad. God, Jesus Christ. Brandon, what the hell?
Oh, man, you are scandalous, Ronbo. Hey, but I'm saying the same thing that Trent. I'm saying the same thing to Trent Williams. I'm saying the same goddamn thing to Trent Williams. We'll go the whole goddamn way. Like Mike Singletary told your ass, I can't play with him, can't win with him. So I'd rather get flagged the whole game, Ronbo, than to play with his ass. And that was Vernon motherfucking Davis before he got straightened up. And then look what he turned out to be. Pretty good, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So this goes out to Trent goddamn Williams, too.
So well, Trent's a little long.
We got to play hardball.
But Trent's been around too long. But Brandon Aiyuk, I ain't kowtowing to him anymore. If I'm in the front office, we're talking about that. I'm telling his agent, too, listen, you may as well get out. I want to talk to Brandon right now. I've heard all I want to hear from you. I want to know if he feels exactly as you're saying, because you're pissing me off. If he just says the thing he's done, then both of you are pissing me off, and then I'm be done with both of you. He's going to Washington whether he wants to or not. And if he doesn't negotiate a deal he doesn't like, it's not my fault. It's none of my business any further. You know, because at a point, you start to get so mad that you're not helping the team any. Fact is, we need Brandon Aiyuk, but we don't need this misery and this aggravation on a daily basis. We're trying to get ready for the season. And what are we doing? We're dealing with Brandon, the problem child.
Thank you.
Oh, it makes no
sense. Thank you. There goes
Correndo. Hey, he's our guy, Jack. We got a guy who can return them kicks and do it with style. I think he'll do that all the time. Not always down to the 1 yard line, but I can figure he'll give us good field position just about all the time.
6'1", 220, fastest time at any running back this year, 99 agility level. And did you see him talk? He said, I probably ran like 140 yards on that kickoff return because he was zigzagging everywhere.
I know he may have ran out of gas. Because that last guy.
We got us a goddamn draft class this year. So keep the hype, man, and let's fucking go. It's your boy, baby. All day, every day. 10 years plus on the show. Let's go. Shout out to my nigga Trent and everybody else.
Oh, my God. Jack, have a great day, fam. I'm going to tell you what, I'll be back at the end of the week. And by the time, we should all be happy with Brandon Aiyuk finally stopped acting a fool, sign the contract, and let's go. All right, fam.
Yeah. Adios.
Adios. See, this is the thing. Best thing to do If you want to wake up in the morning, feel good, go get your smoothie, whatever you like for your breakfast. That's the most fun middle of the day, mostly, because the fact that it is morning and you spend 8 hours, 7 hours, whatever length of time you sleep, you're tasting things. Lunchtime is usually something that has to be done quickly because you're usually in the middle of your day and you don't have time to spend on lunchtime unless you're one of those people. Let's do lunch. If you're one of the let's do lunch people, you can spend your time all day in the lunchtime from noon to 4 or something like that. But average people don't do that. But if you have to think about Brandon Aiyuk, those are seconds in our life of unhappiness that we don't deserve to be taken away from us. That's why I'm saying Brandon Aiyuk is starting to piss you off to the point now I'm starting not to care. I said this a month ago too, and then as soon as I saw him coming back, it's like, you're that girl that you really like, and you had a breakup, but if she wants me to come back and say sorry, I'm going to say sorry, we'll be okay. I went through that period, but now, Brandon, get the bleep out. Hey! While I'm venting, it's another guy that does a good job too. My dude from down under, it's Tony. Tony might be he might be stopped at a stop. I don't know if he works today. Tony. Let's see. Tony might be docked up, and let's keep him on the line and come back to Tony. And Tony might be unable to get to the phone.
Ronbo.
Oh, there you are. Tony! There you are.
What's happening, brother? I'm having a good laugh today, I'll tell you.
Because you saw this coming. You saw this coming before the day it came, didn't you? Meltdowns, Tony. The fan base, we're all starting to get through with it. The writers are starting to say things like, the 49ers really should put their foot down with Brandon Aiyuk. I said, damn right. Come on, Brandon. You're pissing everybody off. I bet your mama's tired of you. God.
Well, you know, you allow that crap to go on, and it's going to go on.
And
you know what I mean? That's how that works.
Yep.
And then it catches on fire.
Yeah.
All right, and it just goes through like the plague through the whole league. It's not only going to just happen at the 49ers; it's going to happen everywhere until someone either changes a rule or sets an example. As you know, Jack or whoever it was saying, you've got to make an example out of these people.
Well, he's going to.
Well, you're crying over $30 million a year.
Tony,
you seen the homeless people in your country, man?
Oh, you don't even want to go through the streets of San Francisco right now. Tony, you know what? There's an extra point you made there about, you know what? You should have a certain amount of time to negotiate your contract, especially if you're a player that has a fifth-year option picked up. You have, let's give it 45 days. That's a month and a half, right? You have 45 days to negotiate your contract. If you can't come to a settlement by that time, the player in question legally has to honor the fact that his fifth-year option has been picked up. You know that's going to cause a lot of problems with the players, and the owners would have the advantage there, unfortunately, so I guess I wouldn't be able to get away with that. Because I just hold out for 45 days. Oh, but you have to have a judge that says you're negotiating in good faith. So if a judge says 49ers, you're not serious in this matter, and actually we're going to have to step in on this one. But the NFL has its own courts. So it's a really complicated situation. I'm just thinking too far ahead. Tony, go ahead. I'm sorry. What else? Continue.
Well, you know, I mean, something like that, Ronbo, you know, I don't know. But it has to be a thing where it makes everybody happy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And where are we going with this thing? You know, like a club's going to be able to afford one or two marquee players in the future, and
not
the rest
top
of the
premium prices. No, there are teams. Usually, you have a quarterback and one high-priced receiver. Usually, I guess, and a defensive end.
You know that old saying, Ronbo? There's only one guarantee in life: that you're going to die
and pay taxes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can go and live in Texas or wherever it is.
Well,
you don't want to pay taxes.
But you can go to jail.
Florida.
I mean, that's an option. You have options with the taxes. You're right.
But, you know what? I don't know. I'm just pissing myself laughing on the way home. And now everybody's starting to feel it. You know what I mean? You're under contract. You signed that contract for the fifth year, all right?
And they picked it up.
You signed it. I didn't sign it. The bloke next to you didn't sign it. The manager didn't sign it. You signed it. What's your problem?
Amen.
Play out. Worst case scenario, play out your 5th year, prove a point, all right? Bust out or whatever, become the best wide receiver again, and next year you'll get that 30 mil, no worries. But you can't live in this day and age for 1 year on 15 mil. Oh, you poor baby.
and like you said, Tony, at the end of next year, if you don't freaking like what we're offering next year, then you get the hell out. Because we're not going to go through this with you every year. We held your hand and we played a game and kept putting the pacifier in your mouth all the way up until opening day, and you still acted like you did. You know, I'm so sick of it. We like you, Brandon. You're a great football player, but you're making everybody crazy. Oh.
But, you know, he's got a skirt on now.
CeeDee Lamb isn't saying anything over in Dallas, which is really funny.
If I was part of that locker room, I'd put a skirt in his locker. So when he comes
and then hang in there until he gets back.
Yeah. A little tutu or something like that. And say, all right, bro, you're playing with this today.
You know, Tony, it's always wide receivers. Edge rushers on occasion, but it's always wide receivers. Quarterbacks don't even go to the extreme wide receivers do.
The quarterbacks know they're going to be the highest paid player on the team. They don't need to.
That's true, too.
But, you know, the rest of them, good luck with trying to pick who you think you're going to, who's going to be on the team. You know who's in charge, Kyle Shanahan. Right? Ricky Pettis is injured already.
Pearsall. Ricky Pettis, I know. I just realized what you did there. Hey, and Raymond brought up a great point earlier, too. Raymond says, you look at Devontae Adams. He's throwing his helmet all over the field. He's picking fights on the sidelines with everybody that had nothing to do with the situation. You wanted out of Green Bay, remember? You said that I can't trust Aaron Rodgers anymore. I can't take it. I've had enough. I'm going to go join the other all-pro quarterback in Carr, right? And I got such a fun out of that. I said, look at Devontae. That's true. Devontae's as mad as hell. He got his money, but now he got some grief to go with it.
Here's another scenario, Ronbo. What if next year, all right, you're the duck's gut or whatever you want to call it. You know, you're the shiznit. What if next year a dude comes out of the draft and the 49ers draft him and he's 3 times better than you? Now what do we do?
Right. Now.
You've just become irrelevant.
Yes. And talk about renegotiating your contract. They did pour juice up, and for reasons unknown to me even still. We're paying out money to people that are asking for exorbitant amounts of cash, and you take away from Juice's contract. And Juice is one of the main reasons why we have success on our run game. He made a lot of great plays last year when he was used, but you took money away from Juice, and you told CMC we'll extend the guaranteed money in your contract. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make sure that what else do we take care of? We took care of Juice. Trent Williams asking for his money. We're going to give him his, and Brandon Aiyuk. But we take money away from Juice. I still don't get that.
Yeah, well, it's not fair on the players that take a team-friendly contract because they want to keep the nucleus of the players together while, you know, you're transitioning over to being a little bitch.
That's why
I mean, come on, man.
It's down to the last.
You know,
it's really,
crackers.
It's just wrong.
He's like, I mean, we need to have him on this team, man.
Yeah, we do. I know.
He plays his position very, very well.
Blocks, he does everything we need him to
do. Can you sacrifice him? I don't know.
Oh, you know, it's like it's my dad. I mean, as a kid, I became a little crazy, like most kids do, like 16, 17 years old. And I got that ultimatum. Listen, you either do as I ask you to do or you get the hell out. I don't, you know, whatever no matter what your mom says, and my mom was always on my side, I will drive you. I mean, my dad said a lot of bad words. To a point and drop your ass off. I really pissed him off that time, right? So, you know, I mean, that's what I want to see with Brandon Aiyuk. Brandon, you know, you didn't get raised right, did you? Cut it out. God. You've already gotten paid more than everybody in the league at your position except for maybe 2 or 3. So what?
Yeah. I don't know. But, you know, what's his name? all the people that you don't want to be on this team are going to be on this team. You watch. And what I mean by that, Ronbo, is Shanahan's favourites. Don't even be surprised if you get what Taylor as your punt returner or something like that.
Tony,
he's done a lot for this team.
All this fun we're having every week. Well, I agree with you too. Tony, we're going to go. I'm going to see you at the end of the week though, and get ready for more antics from people who won't go along with the program. All right.
Yeah, why not? This is good. Good entertainment.
It is fun. Anyway, Tony, have a great week. Talk to you later.
All right, brother. Shout out to Evan Ellis, Big Show, Papa Dragon, 49er Brian, the rest of the crew, and see you in the next one.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Cheers, Tony.
Cheers, man.
Oh, man. I'm loving the names that are being given. Ricky Pearsall, Ricky Pettis, these Smitties call it Ricky Hurd. I wanted Jim Hurd. I wanted so bad. That dude was, he was perfect. God, he was going to be a beast. Bill. Hey, yo, Bill. Bill, down in Dixie.
How about the Cowboys losing another preseason game?
They did, didn't they? You know, the Cowboys, I can't wait to see. You know, Bill, if what we want to feel better, just look at the Cowboys, and then for all the misery we're suffering, for the little things that we are suffering from, you can feel better.
There's a lot of Cowboy fans that had emotional breakdown after the preseason game. Cowboy fans, they lost a lot of key players. They lost a couple key players, and they know their season is over.
Whoa.
Before it begins, just imagine losing Brock Purdy,
Bill, don't
Brandon
even jest.
Aiyuk. No. All of our key players that matter, and we know before the season starts that the season's not even going to be nothing, and never been to a Super Bowl, and since '96, not even attempted to try. I mean,
haven't been that far in the playoffs even. Yeah. Second round? Did they make it to a second round in any 1 year playoffs yet?
And then they're having problems getting CeeDee Lamb signed because CeeDee Lamb's pulling the same as Brandon Aiyuk.
I know.
So, and now they like, what's going on here? So, a key for Brandon Aiyuk, a question, Aiyuk, were you open in the Super Bowl when it mattered? So before you start asking about this money, please reflect on that Super Bowl and realize you were not open for Brock Purdy to give us that W. If you would have been open and got the touchdown and gave us a Super Bowl ring, we would be talking a different discussion.
But you know, Bill, actually, the thing is he was open. Brock took the wrong option. You know what? But you have to look. If we look at his whole body of work, we can't use that against him. But the thing I want him to know is CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, other receivers around the league, they are the entire offense on their team. You're not. You share the load. So if you want your the guys on your team, your colleagues, your bros to continue to get paid, we're trying to allocate the money so we can all go to the Super Bowl, and you got endorsements coming. Hell, before you know it, you got TV roles. I mean, you know, there's all kind of things that benefit from winning. Now, if you want to go to the Panthers and other teams that aren't going to ever win, then you go ahead. But I'm letting you know, you got to think about this.
Keep in mind for Brandon Aiyuk that if he don't come to the Niners, CeeDee Lamb might be an available option. Keep that in mind.
See, and you know, players have done it too, Bill.
Said the wide receiver from that would be funny.
Well, no, Bill, it's happened. There has been some people.
That's why I said what I said.
They go to other teams. Well, CeeDee Lamb wants whatever, right? He comes to San Francisco, says, "Give me 27 to call it a day." What? 27? Is that okay? Is it okay? CeeDee, yes. I'll listen. We'll give you 27. We'll buy you a house in. You like San Francisco? How about Nob Hill? I'm going to take so good care of him now, man. What? Because they want to spike their team. So CD comes to San Francisco, becomes a 49er. We go to the Super Bowl, and finally we get it right. And there's Aiyuk, wherever he is, stranded in the middle
Show
of
him Purdy
nowhere.
highlights.
Boy, you talk about payback. Biatch!
And the Cowboys would be crying. They would know the season's over. We took their wide receiver. We eliminated him from the playoffs. We beat him every year.
That never happens, Bill. Cowboys and 49ers rarely exchange people. If somebody comes over, they come over on as a free agent. But deals, we don't make deals with Bill. We don't make deals with the Giants. Actually, we don't do much with the Raiders either. Every now and then, but we don't do deals with Dallas and New York. We just don't. You know,
You'd be a free agent.
Just imagine CD and Debo.
If they don't pay him by a certain time, he's going to want to leave Dallas. There's a lot of problems in Dallas, more problems in Dallas than it is in San Francisco. They lost faith in Dak. Interception Dak and Trey Lance. He didn't look too good in the preseason.
Well, you know what? Funny about that, Trey. He did a lot of things wrong, but he did a lot of things right, which is very interesting. He could just need snaps. But, you know, here's the thing. Jerry Jones is the reason why. Jerry Jones has this thing about making people wait for no reason. There was remember Emmitt Smith? That story is my favorite of all time. Emmitt Smith, Jerry did the wait, make him wait. Emmitt waited, and the season started. Emmitt went and said, okay, fine, I'm going to stay out. Emmitt went and checked in and registered for classes and started studying. Go back. And you guys think Emmitt's joking? He's serious. And so Jerry finally said, oh, we lost. They lost the first two games, of course. And Jerry went and paid Emmitt. If any of our players think that they got it bad with our ownership, go work for Jerry if you think that's bad. Jerry Jones is out of his friggin' mind. Yeah.
And you'll never see a Super Bowl in a very long time. You might taste the wild card of the conference, but you'll be eliminated by a no-name team. You'll probably lose to the Washington Commanders in the playoffs because they got a good team this year. So your future is not bright.
Yeah.
You know, just because you got the star does not mean that, you know, it fits with the song in Texas. The lights are bright in Texas, whatever they do that. I don't know how they sing that song, but it don't fit with it. Really does big in Texas is the 49er fans. For all the 49er fans in Texas, you know, shout out.
Yeah.
You know, keeping it real, keeping them on edge, keeping them mad. The PTSD for the Cowboy fans are real, and I'm loving every minute of it. It makes me feel make me feel better, you know.
No, hey, Bill, we need to keep wind of that fact, because the fact is we don't have it as bad as some organizations. Some organizations are rallying around. What's going on in Cincinnati is a little weird too. So, you know, sometimes I feel isolated as a 49er fan and some of the miseries and pain and suffering we go through. But actually, Dallas is worse. Cincinnati's had problems down through the years. Imagine the Steelers right now. I got two quarterbacks, and you know how the saying goes, I don't have one. People are saying bad things about Russ and Justin. So, you know, we don't have it real bad. We just expect perfection, and we don't like stress.
Yeah, well, we should bust through the bubble this year if we do it right. I have a good feeling it's going to probably start off slow like we always do. So, you know, I'm not going to be like all anxiety if we lose 4 straight games in the beginning.
No, that's too many.
You know, even if it's 5, you know, I'm just not going to spend. It's going to be like we're going to start really slow and just going to end up, you know, hitting it and never stop. And
2 and 3
you know,
is as bad as I want to
go.
Yeah, that's enough. Because I don't want to dig up out of no hole. It's like 15. I got to get a backhoe to get a Posadas there. I mean, 2 and 3. That seems to ring a bell. But we don't get to play the Rams in week 5. That's the only problem. If we're 2 and 3 and play the Rams in week 6, all of a sudden we get rejuvenated. Because for some reason, the 49ers get fired up after playing the Rams. It's like tonic, a refreshment, some kind of drug injection. Now we kill everybody the rest of the way on the schedule. Rams, I want to thank you for that, by the way, providing that for us.
Rudy and Monkey. They probably hear Rudy and Monkey probably to make them mad. We're winning this game. against your Rams for you, Rudy and Marketing Pro. How about them Niners?
Bill, we got to go. I'm going to say, well, hey, Bill, the season started, so we're going to get to hear you on a regular basis. I'll see you at the end of the week.
Give me a 49er shout out and, say get well card to Texas, boy.
Niners! Night, Bill.
Right.
Yeah. And fam, even we could be the Rams are having to rebuild and dig up and repolish and everything else. What I like about the Rams is they're having to do what we had to do. Build a team from scratch. You got your mixing bowl, you got your flour, you got your sugar, you got your baking powder if you want, if you're not going to use yeast, and you got to make your own damn bread. Now, as they're running around, the chest all stuck out. Yeah, well, we went to the playoffs in our first year with McVay. Yeah, McVay just stepped into the perfect situation. That's all he did. And now it's talking trash. Tony ATL. Tony. Hey, man.
Ronbo, I got some news for you. You might already heard this, but ain't nobody talking about it. I just put it in my comments. Remember all them Ram players that wanted out? Now Ernest Jones wants out.
Really? How come?
They just can't get along with people over there.
If you look at and read things, it's as if McVay, you saw those clips after they won that game. They came from behind that last game they played. And McVay was, how McVay does when he's telling speeches? He's pacing back and forth as he's talking to everybody and saying things like, you guys showed me something today. And I got to tell you, I was really impressed with it. You guys were down, you were out, but it made no difference to you. And every guy in this room contributed to that win. It's a preseason game, Sean. What is wrong with you? Okay to punch him up, but you act like you just won the Super Bowl. I couldn't stop running that clip. I kept laughing. I mean, every team should inspire their team, but stop. God.
I think you would have enough experience not to do something like that. Rudy ain't commented on Ernest Jones wanting out. He didn't say he wanted more money, Ronbo. He said he wants out.
Period. I can't go read that. That's got to be special.
Yeah, he had over 100 tackles last year. I think he was like in the top 10 in tackles. Ooh. But that Aaron Donald had a lot to do with his success because he took up 2 and 3 men.
Yes, and Ernest is probably seeing that writing on the wall now. Now Ernest says, "Now listen, I had a running buddy here. Now if I don't get that dude they hired that looks like Aaron Donald, and I think that's why they drafted him. He ain't no Aaron Donald. I mean, I can't wait to see what happens in that situation. Ernest Jones. Okay.
Yep.
But they might not accommodate him though, Tony. They might let Ernest just continue to stew." But he's still got to stay over there.
Like they did the running back. They wouldn't let him go.
Hey, Tony, how many years did they keep? What is his name?
I forgot his name. He's with Houston. I saw him last night. He's balling with Houston.
Oh,
he's going to back up Nixon with Houston.
God, they picked Houston. What? He can play.
Mm-hmm.
Houston, what did they do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Player.
They held him, enslaved him for 2 years after he begged to leave.
He let everybody else go but him. Yep.
That's why I called it enslavement.
He asked to leave before some of them did.
Way before, actually.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's do.
Now Rudy ain't got nothing to say about Ernest Jones. They ain't got nothing to say about that.
Let's do the market pro. Let me go first. I got to do it. Well, anybody that don't want to play for Sean McVay, he ain't really a baller. He want out, we going to let him out. Ain't no problem. We're going to still carry on and dominate.
Delusional. That's the liquor talking. That's all that is.
Hold up, players. You're doing it wrong. This is the real marketing show.
Let me tell you all something.
Yeah,
you don't
please.
make fun of the marketing snow.
We're listening.
I'll tell you that right now, player.
All right.
What to do, what to do.
Marketing slow.
That's 49er Brian. You know what? 49er Brian's worked on that really well. That is excellent. But Tony, let's talk about some other things. What else you got? Because any more news, Tony? Because you've been keeping up on news. I'm delighted with what you just gave me. You just made my day.
Made mine too. When I found out this afternoon, I know we called about 12 players. None of them notables, but Bradley and I, who was good at Utah. I was hoping he could make it, but numbers game said I knew he wasn't gonna make it because it's outside linebacker. Numbers game. So the cuts are about to start. Preseason's officially over. And Ronbo, I hate to say this, I think Washington's coming after Aiyuk.
Oh,
that trade that happened Thursday night.
Yeah, that was all part of the plan. Well, they can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't had enough of Aiyuk now. I mean,
they freed up money now.
And it could hurt us really badly. But, it's gotten to the point now you got to just, oh, my God, let's just stop. Yeah, let's just divorce this finalized.
I don't think y'all going to get any players, though, Ronbo. I think y'all going to get a first, a second, and maybe a seventh. Because they got, when they traded with Philly, they picked up an extra. Now they got 2/3 and they got 2/7. So I think they're going to trade y'all to give y'all first, a second, and one of those sevenths. I can see that happening.
And I think the 49ers would take that. And because now that we have our own first-round pick, we got another first-round pick of which we can go after. Because most likely Washington's going to finish up higher in the draft than us. We can use that pick to see if we can go after a tackle. Because Trent Williams is probably on his.
Then you have two second round picks.
Yeah, that would help the 49ers out a lot because there's going to be a lot of guys leaving next year because we can't afford to renew everybody's contract. This is that part of winning that's inevitable, can't be avoided. We're going to see some blue chip players. When you think about Tyreek Hill, did you ever think Tyreek Hill was going to leave Mahomes? I didn't see that one coming.
No, but that money, they paid Mahomes, they paid Kelsey.
Yeah, see,
they just made their center Creed Humphrey the highest paid center ever last Wednesday. So
that's why you got to make those hard decisions. Yeah. So
you can't pay everybody.
And actually, I've thought about who the hard decisions are going to be for 49ers, and I suspect it'll be next year. There's a lot of scary thoughts I entertain, and actually, Grant Cohn said something that freaked me out, but then after I got mad, like I was when he says some things he says that are really negative. Grant Cohn said George Kittle will not finish his career in San Francisco. I said, Grant, God, stop it. You know what? He might be right. I thought about that. And George may be a sacrificial lamb, but then I thought about unless we groom another tight end, and the 49ers are looking high and low to find somebody who can actually do some of the things at least that. But there is not another George Kittle. I mean, they can say what they want about Travis Kelce, but he does not do what George Kittle does. The whole picture.
No,
George Kittle is, George is the best tight end in football.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
But he needs to be paid.
And the guy we was trying to think of the other night from Detroit, he drafted in the first round when I said that Hawkinson got traded. Sam Laporta, you were real high on him out of Iowa.
Oh, yeah.
Same college as Kittle.
Wait, what happened to him?
No, that's the guy you were talking about.
Oh, last year. I thought you said
Sam Laporta.
No, I thought you said they got rid of him already. What?
No, they got rid of Hawkinson.
Oh, Hawkinson lasted a long time though. He was one of the oldest guys to come out of the draft, and I wanted him too that year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? He hasn't got a lot of years left in his prime, does he? But that guy can play. I knew he could play. So,
and Ronbo, I still believe. I heard what you said earlier about the linemen. Now we're gonna see with these cuts because there's gonna be some notable names that get released because of a numbers game, and y'all might be able to pick up. I don't know about a tackle, but maybe an interior guy, a guard. I may be able to pick one up. It's released because of a numbers game.
Tony, what order? Isn't there a pecking order of which you can pick up these people, though? Don't you have to wait your turn? I mean, isn't there a priority list where the worst teams in the league get top priority on the guys that are out there?
The waiver list, you got to clear waivers.
Yeah.
First, the last, worst team, then
right?
Got to clear waivers first.
So it's going to be hard to get a really blue chip player, especially for a position that you want, unless he asks for too much money. And then that player decides that no, I don't think so. Thank you very much. And then he goes down to the next notch and the next notch and the next notch. Because we're way down on the list.
Well, I expect Stetson Bennett to get cut after his last 2 preseasons.
Wait a minute, Tony. What makes you think that? I mean, Stetson Bennett the third, Esquire.
All he does is throw picks. All he does is throw interceptions.
Now, Tony. Now,
that's been proven.
I got to repeat, Tony. Rudy though. Steal of the draft.
Yeah. Yeah, he's stealing from the Rams. That's right. He's stealing. What's going on with that?
Yet still,
yes, sir.
That clown is every chance he gets, he goes and talks about the misfortunes that may be going on in Santa Clara and posts it up. I just look at him now. You got some serious problems, man. The 49ers may have their issues. You're going to tell me you don't have any? You have no time to spend but other. Remember the time you went to your social media page and posted up something about the Rams? I never talk about the Rams. We're all that Rudy talks about. What is that? That's hilarious.
I don't know. He's upset. He's obsessed. He's weird. I consider him a weirdo. Him and Marketing Slow and all the rest of those clowns. Derp the Slurp, all of them. Comedy of clowns.
I mean, that doesn't make
got to start their own circus.
It's an obsession that clearly reflects that you're jealous as hell. It's so funny.
Ronbo, speaking of which, Trey Lance looked good for a second week in a row. Prescott's ass is getting tight. Trey looked good, Ronbo. Trey, he's running and passing.
He looks like he's going to evolve. I don't know. He's just now starting to develop into wherever he's going. There's going to be a few bumps and bruises.
Yeah, he's starting to get his confidence.
But his confidence and reps. He needs to be out there. We can see what's going on. He couldn't get that with us. But I saw Trey perfectly take off, know when to take off. He still has a little vision problem, but he needs a certain kind of receiver. I think that's what the Cowboys should focus on, and they can let Dak go because he may be that good. And that bomb he threw down the field with that ease that he threw it reminds you of that big kid they got over on, what team is that? Kid is 6'5". Is he a Patriot? That quarterback.
You talking about Joe Milton out of Tennessee? Yeah, he got a gun.
He flicked,
6th-round pick.
It was a flick of the wrist. A lot of quarterbacks, you see him wind up
like
and just really let that thing go. That dude, it was a little flick of the wrist.
6'5", 245.
Shot down the field like a guided missile. The receiver screwed up. I says, they got picked off.
Yep.
He didn't beat the receiver. I beat the defender. The receiver didn't beat the defender. See, Aiyuk would have made that catch. Brandon, you should have went. I didn't know about that quarterback, Brandon. You might have went to. New England and had him to throw to you. He's got kid's scary good. He's on the wrong team though. I feel bad for him.
I expect to hear some news other than the Brandon Aiyuk news with these cuts, and it might be another trade or two because you got this whole week off. Then next week you start. Okay, boom, NFL week starts now. But now it's a week. Get these cuts done, and they got to be done by Tuesday. You're going to be hearing about a lot of names tomorrow. We got rid of 13 people today. I think we got rid of the most of anybody today, and we got some more to cut down. So don't be surprised if there's another trade or two somewhere. I don't know who or where or what.
Well,
hopefully y'all can get that Aiyuk deal done.
Well, it might be done tomorrow. Tony, we are going to go, though. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to see you at the end of the week. And we're going to know about everybody and what they've done by next week or next Friday. All right?
Yes, sir. Some people are going to be let go, and then they can go to other teams. Because, you got some weaknesses at this one point. Hey, maybe we could pick this guy up or that guy or what have you.
It's going to be interesting for sure. All right. All right, Tony. Have a great night, and good luck with the rest of the changes that are taking place in Atlanta as well. All right.
Yes, sir. I'll see you at the end of the week, sir. Have a good one.
Looking forward. Tony, looking forward.
All right, take care.
You too. Okay. And there he is, marketing Brian.
What a do, player.
You've got that little twang that drawled out perfect.
Well, Marketing Schmo knows the score, Ronbo Sports. All the way to the big A, to that shithole in L.A.
That's a good rhyme. I kind of like
that. Thank you, player. Thank you very much, player. Anyway, Ronbo, how you doing tonight, buddy? What's going on?
Market Pro, you can't leave. Oh, Market Pro, say bye-bye to Tony. Come on in. Bye. I'm doing great. I mean, as long as I'm talking about anything but Brandon Aiyuk, I feel fine, actually. Trent Williams, I just suspect he's going to finally come in.
I think he's gonna sign with us. I'm not worried about it. I'm done talking about it too. But
I want to be. I just every time I open up my computer and I look, and there's Brandon Aiyuk's name first, I say, Brandon, God dang it.
Clickbait, Ronbo. It's all clickbait. That's all it is.
Just come on. Let's go get ready for the season.
Yeah, I just think they're off on money a little bit is all, and then somebody just has to cave, and I hope it better be Brandon, right? Better be.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, guaranteed money. No, Brandon's not going to get a deal from anybody in the league, which is why I think, Brandon, you're not going to get it. Nobody's going to sign a 4-year. You're not Deshaun Watson. Nobody gets a 4-year contract with every last year guaranteed. Nobody does it.
And we can survive without him. He can sit on the bench and get fined every game for not playing. That's the way I'm looking at it. And he won't do that.
You're right. I think you're right. That's right. This runs right into week 1.
Yeah.
Fine time.
Yeah. So I have no doubt because he needs that Ferrari. He can't be losing money. So
I wonder
he's got to get on the field.
Does he drive? Debo's the one who's got Ferraris and things parked out in his garage. Just so when people come over, they go, hey man, let me show you my new ride. And then he can say,
well, he doesn't drive a Prius like Ramilia in the chat there. His little Prius he shines up every week, So he wants to upgrade to like something a little better, so he can look better than Rams boys.
He probably, that's the thing. Guessing what ball players' taste in cars are. I can't, what would Brandon Aiyuk be in? And 14 million will see you buy any kind of car you want. I wonder.
Well, but cars, I'll agree with Big Show on something. Cars are a bad investment. Put it in, put it in the stock market, buy some property,
yes.
Or do something with it.
Debo,
I mean,
buy houses.
Put it in the bank and forget about it.
Yeah.
Just go out there and play football. Everybody wants you to see you play.
Yeah. Yeah, but you get a good a financial advisor and let him invest for you. And buy real estate. Yeah. Everybody knows forever real estate is what you want to do anyway.
Right. He could buy a house next to Papa Dragon in Tennessee and be happy as a little cluck over there,
And you know what? Because
awesome
different parts of the country, if you own houses, it's a different deal. You don't want to own it in certain states. But Tennessee, I think that might be a good spot because it's a growing and booming area. Yeah.
Or he could always move up there to 49erville in Montana. That'd be fine.
Well, now you see the thing. I have this thing about Montana. You can buy large ranches and spreads out there. The only thing is I feel bad about the livestock because I can't bring them inside in the winter months. But I understand you can get a ranch or a spread in Montana for next to nothing.
Well, what you do is you go to places like Zerper likes to go eat, like those fast food places, and you fatten up your cows that way. Feed them cheeseburgers like most of Lamb's Nation likes to eat every day, and that's how you make more cows. They get fattened, and you make money that way off the cows up here. And sell them as hamburgers,
But we're talking about cattle. If I got him eating burgers too, his meat ain't gonna be worth a damn. It's gonna taste strange.
But Ronbo, I think we're gonna be fine. Williams will be back.
Make me feel better.
Aiyuk will be signed.
Okay.
What's that?
I was gonna say, make me feel better. You said we're gonna be fine. You said Williams will be back. Brandon's gonna get signed. But we've been saying this for weeks now.
I know, but it seems to be part of the process now with these divas, and I don't know if I'm ready to call Trent a diva, but it sure feels like he's starting to become one. But we better draft somebody on the left side this year.
Well, see, that's why the 49ers really might be entertaining that draft. That trade pick with Washington, because those draft picks are high in the order, and Washington's liable to feel maybe they might finish somewhere in the middle of the pack, maybe. but more than likely it's the middle to lower half of the pack as far as the draft order goes next year. We can pick up the tackle we need, I believe, in that first half of the draft.
But how good do our two rookies look on offensive line? They look pretty good.
Oh, Pooney and what's the other guy's name that's looking better than people actually expected? Yeah. I'm not mad at that. I just need a left tackle.
Yeah, but if Williams comes back, I think we're solid on O-line. Looks really good, Ronbo. I'm telling you.
But McKivitz actually looks beber now that Pooney's next to him. And can you imagine that? All McKivitz needed was a running buddy.
Do you know how long Feliciano is going to be out? I don't remember hearing anything on that. How long he's going to be gone?
But it'll probably be somewhere in the middle, toward the middle of the season. But here's the funny thing about it. Feliciano.
Oh,
I'm liking him. I didn't know he was that kind of guy. Did you see what he did to Pooney's car?
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed that. I said, and you know what? I didn't know Feliciano was like, Feliciano's my kind of people.
Oh, yeah.
You know how many boxes of packing material that he had to bring down to that car to do that? That's dedication to pulling off a prank.
Have you ever toilet papered somebody's car? We used to do that in high school. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, that was a regular. We did that every weekend. And all
I would love to do that to any of the Rams in the chat. Just toilet paper or pour flour all over the top of their car.
You know, don't stop at that. If they got trees or anything out in the front yard, wrap it around there. But we got to go, though, fam. Let me see this weekend.
Okay, buddy. You have a good week, and love my 49er fam. Shout out to Tony Wright, Ray Jr. We were cooking those Rams tonight. I don't care what those chumps say. They're all embarrassed by losing to the Texans today.
You know,
they couldn't even beat the Texans today, Ronbo.
You know, and don't even use olive oil. Cook them in bacon grease.
Keep on the Texans.
There you go. Yeah.
Brad, have a great night.
Right.
We're going to go.
Everybody have a good night.
Okay, fam.
See you later.
See you later, Brad. Jalen, my dude. Come on in, Jay.
How's it going, Ronbo?
Jalen, see that? You know, I'm telling you, man. I'm bringing you in because I ain't being mean and nasty no more and acting like you don't want to talk to Jalen. I do want to talk to Jalen. Come on in, man. How you doing?
How you doing, Unc? You know, I missed you, man.
I'm doing all right.
Season's
you know
start.
Because exactly, the season's about to start. I'm cool. You know, but I you know, it's gonna get to the point soon where I'm gonna say if somebody says how you doing and all that stuff, just don't. I'm doing great, but just don't say nothing about Brandon Aiyuk and Trent Williams. We'd be good. No, everything's fine. You know, it's Jalen, and like you, I agree with the fact that we allow football to impact our being too much. I want to just look at it and enjoy it and not be concerned about things that are not beyond our control. I want to be able to just laugh and a good time. Unfortunately, the reality is they're going to do things that are going to affect your being. I don't know why we can't get that deal done. It's just killing me. What did I just say? I don't want to talk about it. I always want to talk about it. It's that enjoyment of pain. Jalen, jump on in it. Whatever you want to do.
Nobody ever enjoys pain, Ronbo. But if we just a quick topic I want to bring up, because technically, Ronbo, if we being technical, it's not the preseason because preseason's over. It's not the regular season. It's not the regular season because the season hasn't started yet, and it's not the off season. So we in the void. So I'm not going to talk about the preseason. I'm not going to really talk about the preseason. One thing that I was looking at this preseason, that was number 19 that plays for the Cowboys. Rombo, you know who that is?
CD's not number 19.
No. That was the guy that we spent 2 first-round picks and took at 3. Trey Lance.
Trey wearing 19 over? That's right, huh? Yeah, I was watching that.
Rombo, I get the 49ers haven't had the best luck in the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
But let me just tell y'all something. Had the gods not blessed us with Brock Purdy, that's our guy.
I know, right?
5 interceptions in year 4 in a preseason game. That's our guy. Nobody ever wants to point out Kyle Shanahan taking Trey Lance at 3. This kid has still not been able to get it done. Nobody's even pointing that out, though. Nobody's ever pointing out, Kyle, what the hell were you thinking? Because he might be making the same mistake again this year with Ricky Pearsall.
Oh. And Brandon, if you reflect, using that same line of thinking, Brandon Aiyuk has become a pain in the ass.
I mean, Ronbo, you look
it's a different kind of situation, but still.
Ronbo, if you look at his history with first round picks, Solomon Thomas, how did he go, Ronbo?
I blame that on John Lynch. You know what? That's not Kyle. If Kyle had it his way, he would have took an offensive player that year. That was Lynch's classmate at Stanford, and they developed some kind of rapport. Lynch liked him. Lynch wanted a defender that year anyway. We were going to go defense that year no matter what. So maybe not Kyle's fault on that one. Maybe for agreeing with Lynch.
What about Reuben Foster?
Reuben, I don't know whose idea that was. They might have got together and screwed that up. I mean, who knew Reuben was a damn fool, though? But Jalen, it's hard to see that kind of thing coming. The dude has women problems like I ain't never seen. And I've seen a lot.
What about Mike McGlinchey?
I want to find out who's responsible exactly for that.
Okay, Ronbo.
That might have been Kyle. He's offense. You might be right on that.
Javon Kinlaw.
That was a joint decision. And
Trey Lance.
See, the stories, I don't know which one to believe, Jalen. Somebody said, because Kyle came out publicly and told everybody, Mac Jones, I couldn't make up my mind between Mac Jones and Trey. So
Ronbo, why was Justin Fields never even in the option? That's so stupid. I don't understand that, Ronbo.
Ignorance. You know what the ignorance is? I bet you a lot of teams were worried about the report that he had epilepsy. I'll bet you nobody's going to admit it.
Who the hell cares?
I bet you some of them shied away for that reason, though.
Ronbo.
I mean, he has medication. He doesn't have fits in the middle of all of a sudden just for no reason in the middle of nowhere. They come on when they do, but not necessarily. He didn't have them when he was in school. There's no need to fear that. But he went way down in the draft. It took a long time to pick him up. The Bears finally did what? Pick number 13?
Yeah, Ronbo. We could have got Justin Fields at where we was at before we traded up.
Between Justin and Trey, between the two, I think Justin is the better quarterback, though.
Oh, 100%, Ronbo. Trey's not Ronbo. We've said, now chat, let me ask y'all something. Who's a better athlete? Trey Lance or Brock Purdy? Now let's just be honest. Brock Purdy looks more athletic than that kid. He does, Ronbo.
More athletic than Trey?
Yes. Brock Purdy looks more athletic than Trey. He does.
Brock just doesn't run. Trey puts out more of his athleticism than Brock does. Brock's more concerned with getting the ball.
Ronbo, when I see Brock Purdy run, I see elusiveness. I see quick feet. When I see Trey Lance, I don't see that.
I see Cap. I was at that game.
Don't you dare disrespect Colin Kaepernick.
But he kind of reminds me of Cap. I mean, Cap would let that thing fly. Trey runs fast before Cap does, though. Trey stands there for a couple seconds, he's out.
But Trey Lance, he's not that fast to me, Ronbo. He looks, I don't even know he looks like Dak Prescott running the ball. But he's not.
He's faster than Dak, though. I think he looks faster.
I'm telling you, that kid is not that fast. Now, of course, compared to a regular guy, yeah, but he's not the athlete we thought he was.
Well, no, he's not. Lamar Jackson got no. There'll be no comparison there. But I mean, he was getting up, going down that sideline. I don't know. I wish I could see it up close. Like you're saying, I could really judge if he's really fast or not, or the defender's just kind of slow of foot.
Yeah, but Ronbo, there's no goddamn reason that. I mean, just think about that, Ronbo. If Brock Purdy isn't Brock Purdy, Trey Lance, that's our guy. Look at him. The man threw 5 picks.
That's when Brock did it, they wouldn't get, and he was in practice, they wouldn't stop talking about it.
Mambo, Brock Purdy is in what, year 3, year 2? Trey Lance is a 4 or 5 year guy.
Yeah, because he's 1 year behind Trey, so yeah, 3. This is 3rd year. But where's Brock been since he got here, though? That's the difference maker right there in an argument. Man, Brock's been places where a lot of quarterbacks that are in their prime, in their careers, and have been out there for a long time. And look at Texas. Look at Dak.
Look at Phillip Rivers. He ain't never touched the Super Bowl.
And never will now. He's left. Although they were thinking about bringing him back. If we went to the Super Bowl the year before last with Josh Johnson, for some reason making it through there, we would have saw him. According to rumors.
No. I hope that ain't true, Ron.
Wait, somebody in here said, who is that said that Dak was better than Brock? See,
nobody
Jalen,
said that, Ron.
No, there's a person in here. I saw him a minute ago. Jalen, here's the thing. When will people start paying attention to numbers and stop going along with your personal biases? I'll never understand an argument. If you're going to wage an intelligent argument, then use things to back it up, not but just, well, I just don't like Brock Purdy. Dak's better. Nick Wright, you are the main O. He abuses that rule every time he gets on his show. God. There's some people just don't know how to argue, Jalen. That's all there is to it.
Oh, yeah, Ronbo. I mean, ignorant is bliss, you know?
It's plentiful. Jalen, we do have to go. I'll tell you, I'm going to see you this weekend, though, and we're going to find out if Brandon Aiyuk is going to stop showing out and come on in and show up. God.
Well, Ronbo, I just pray that Ricky Pearsall works out, Ronbo.
You and me both.
So far, Ronbo, we haven't got to see this kid not one time in the preseason. So he's going to be rusty once he gets out there in the regular season.
And his soft tissues are already tearing up even without being in the game.
Ronbo,
we got Callan. Feel good about that, Jalen, but you got to give yourself something to feel good about.
Ronbo, we can't keep missing on these first-round picks and say, oh, well, we got this guy in the fifth round. Like, no, Ronbo, we can't keep doing that.
All right, Jalen, I'm going to see you Friday. And it's all going
to be Ronbo. Man, let me get another shout out, Ronbo. Let's get ready for these nasty Jets. Good night, Ronbo. Good night, chat.
Good night, fam. Yeah, man. Tatum is a scrub. I'm done. Say, fam. I hope fam, if this week, the end of this week, we're still talking about Brandon Aiyuk and Trent Williams. Ooh. Anyway, let's just don't send out any biorhythms, negative biorhythms. You know, maybe it'll get better. I'm so tired of that. I don't know what to do. I knew the other day that when we got together today, all that misery would be over. No, it's alive and well. With a conspiracy, it may not be a conspiracy theory, but Washington has been moving quietly to accumulate what they needed to make that deal with the 49ers to bring Aiyuk to Washington. If they do, and Brandon says, no, I'm not trying to go to Washington. Y'all ain't listen to what I'm saying. See, I got mad even thinking about him saying that. Oh, God. Woosah. Fam, I tell you what, thanks for the contributions, fam. Always appreciate it. I'll see you this weekend. And please subscribe so we can find you and come and join us with fun. Hit like, don't hit like. Especially you trolls, you owe me. Night smooth? We must smooth tonight. He must be rested.